Hello. It's Dragon Heist time. Happy Dragon Heist. It's Dragon Heist number 9. It's me, Mr. Dragon Heist. With the Dragon Heist game.
We have those 80 viewers locked down.
Hey guys. How y'all doing?
It me, Mr. Dragon Knight.
I'm here to tell you a story about a dragon heist. Let me get my book. Oh, here's a good heist story. Have you ever wanted to heist a dragon?
It all began with a troll, some fucking sturges. Things happened last game. Oh, fucking yeet. Torin, tell us about that.
Oh, fuck. Okay. Did I write down any notes? Hold on.
It's real easy what happened last time.
I'm pretty sure it is really easy, but
most of it is one thing.
Yeah, you have to tell him about your fucking betrayal.
Did you? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Baxter finished the tournament last game. He came in second place. Second place. That was most of what we did. But yeah, he lost to the Master of White Dragons. Yes. And then after that, we decided to go and help out the paladin with his zombie thing, his necromancer problem, and then
was that?
Oh yeah. We finished the work for him.
Yeah, we beat up some skeletons, and he was like, "You can go home."
No, well, like we finished the whole thing with him.
Yep, you finished your 10 days that he had paid for your services.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and Torin found out about how Alif was a previous slave,
and he doesn't like that, so he betrayed her.
He did not betray her. No matter how much Deco insists that happened, he told her basically that he wasn't, that she shouldn't be, a slave. He shouldn't treat herself as one, at least.
Told her to stop it.
And to fucking leave his sight.
No. No.
Have to filter it through a leaf vision.
Yeah. And that is all I can remember.
We jumped out windows.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, right. Yeah, there was a big old fireball that exploded outside.
We Avengers assembled.
A lot of murder happened last session.
You Avengers assembled and
did nothing.
Used the front door
like
a normal.
In Torin fashion, he walked calmly toward it.
He rode up like fucking Mark Ruffalo on that motorbike in Avengers.
Yeah. See, he did come in like an Avenger.
Alternate version where we all jumped out the window, but Torin was like on the top floor, so when he jumped, it was like Bruce in Thor Ragnarok where he just hits the bridge.
Yeah. But yeah, we found out that there were, I think, 2 people, part of the Zentarim that were chasing this one dude who also got caught in the fireball.
I can recap most of this part since there's a lot of specific details. There were 11 victims.
Yeah.
There was a bunch of people around. Even while you got there were many people peeking out of windows and shops and stores. You guys noticed after you had about 3 or 4 minutes before the guards showed up. The gnome on the ground. Let me actually bring it up here so I don't goof it up. Dun, dun, dun. This is a fireball.
Oh yes. Sorry, this is really important. We're doing Nat19 on the 19th right now.
Oh, hell yeah!
Fuck it, everyone get inspiration.
Yeah!
Oh,
Thank you.
Doesn't it feel
There's
nice
any
to give
time
inspiration?
Listen, man.
This is literally not going to happen on Thursday for like 7 years, so we're going to hold you to this, Aaron.
The gnome victim had mud and muck on his boots and on the bottom of his cape, which indicated he was probably either outside or in the sewers recently. There were two likely Zentari men that seemed to be part of the pursuing group, and then amongst the other victims were an elderly woman, several halflings, two female humans, and a half-elf male in regular clothes. And yeah, you notice the Zentarim tattoo, Torin. You're the one who picked up on that. I think you guys clocked the gnome had a pouch containing some gems before the guards arrived. Then after you guys removed yourselves from the situation, as the guards pushed everyone back, you were questioned briefly by... Where are they? My city guard boy. Oh, yes. So the guards arrived en masse. There were about 6 on either side of the street, kind of keeping people back, along with others going door to door questioning people. And there was a griffin rider on top of the buildings, looking down at everyone. Seth Cromley came to your guys' house, along with another sergeant, and questioned you guys, where you learned the gnome seemed to have been heading towards your manor.
Right, yeah.
What could it
He
mean?
was allegedly running from 3 pursuers, 2 of which were dead, and 1 is missing. And because of this, it seems unlikely that neither the pursuers nor the gnome saw the blast coming. Other than that, you see a lot of other people kind of being pushed into the courtyard outside of your tavern. Make a quick perception check to see if you guys can see people that they're questioning more often than others.
Perception.
I got
check.
a really bad perception.
Yeah.
I thought you just so the 19 was like, oh geez, and then I was like, oh wait, no, that's your.
Nah,
that's your-
that was me. That's what
battle.
I rolled a 19 and my brain was like, oh shit, I got a 19 at the start of the game, and then I was like, oh, it's the 19th too.
Other than
Fuck!
a leaf, it looks like you all see generally.
I'm still reeling from the betrayal.
Kyra, I think you're the only one familiar with them, but you see Fala is been questioned for a while. They're sat on a bench, not too far from your guys' place. You also seen let me make sure I get the description. That would be not him. NPC. Jezrin Hornraven, which is a person I guess none of you know, so you would know that name, but you see a noblewoman also in the same area. She seems quite eager to talk to people, going from whatever guard to the next to explain whatever they believe they've seen. And you see a young boy, maybe 13, 14, maybe a little less. Looks a little traumatized. Who has the highest passive out of everyone who got a? You got a 16. Baxter, you see him sat down near a barrel, just fiddling around.
Remind me who this is. Sorry, I had to take my headset off very briefly to.
A young boy. He seemed to be a little confused by what's going on, and definitely a little traumatized, but he's kind of wandered off and seems to just be faffing about behind a barrel.
Oh, I see. I see. And this is a kid that was like, was
People
here.
should put
He
a
was
stop
here
to
the
that.
entire time. He didn't just wander in afterwards.
These are all people that seem to have been around. The guards seem to question all of these people for a while, so it seems like all of them have seen something to a degree.
Hey there. Hey. Assuming I have some distance between me and this guy. Hey, kiddo. How you doing? What you doing over there?
Hey, kiddo.
Currently, he would be out of speech range. There's a good crowd around. That's why I had everyone roll perception.
Hey! Kiddo! What are you doing over there?
You see him bolt up and
I'm chasing him.
he starts running.
Oh, I thought you said. I thought you said bolt off. I was like, I'm gonna get him. Out of speech range. You fucking think anyone's ever out of? If I can see them, I can talk to
You see
them.
several of the guards turn your way like, what the fuck?
Nah, I've.
Yo, kid!
I'm gonna walk towards him.
All right.
What are you
Hey!
doing?
How you doing? Talking to this kid.
Why?
He turns and he just kind of waiting until I can go home.
Go home. Where are your parents?
At home, probably.
Well, what are you doing here without your parents? A fireball went off, you nut!
I was playing with my friends.
Where are your friends?
Hey, who is this small child's parent?
Points toward the explosion.
No, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
Right
Yeah.
after the explosion, I duck behind. He kind of kicks a barrel, one like this, and then I heard a plop, and I found. And he pulls out a small necklace. It's a thin, like cord, and then dangling off it, you see beads that all have like a opalescent red color to them.
Have you shown this to the
found this.
guards?
Nope.
May I see it?
Mhm.
I'm gonna like kneel down to him. Hey, so you don't need to wait for your parents out here. If your friends aren't around to stay with you, I think you'd be safer if you waited inside.
Let me
Do
see.
you want that?
Roll me a persuasion check.
I'm gonna persuade you. Don't make me punch you in the face and
Persuade
take
you
that
so
thing.
good.
Yeah,
You will fear my 14s.
As he starts putting out the necklace, he pulls it back, and then he starts talking more. And he's like, kind of nods his head and puts the necklace in your hands.
Hey, thanks. And you're free to stay here until your parents get here. Do you know when they might come to get you, or do you have to go back to them?
I can find my way back. I don't live that far.
Okay. Well, you're free to stay here until you feel like going home, okay?
Okay.
All right. I'm gonna walk him back. Can we get you anything? You want a drink? Like water? I don't know. What do you drink?
You want a soda?
Ale? Want ale?
I'm not. I only have ale sometimes. Water would be good.
Well, now is sometimes. I mean, if you want water, then I'm not gonna pressure you.
I mean, well, now is a good time for ale. What do you mean?
All right.
I think
Hey
I should wait
guys,
for my dad.
What do you mean, dumb kid?
can we get this kid some refreshments? And do you want some food?
No, I'm not hungry.
Okay.
Good, because we don't have food in the bar
Let's
yet.
maybe get this kid whatever he wants. I'm just gonna lean over to Torin. His friends may have gotten caught in what happened.
Oh, fuck. Okay.
He says that he can get back to his parents whenever, but you know, you might need some time to process what just happened.
Mm-hmm. I understand. Well, you're free to stay in the stay at our place as long as you need, kid. If you need, you know, someone to help you get to your parents' place, let us know.
This place looks haunted.
Yeah, I get that. I wasn't gonna fucking mention to the traumatized kid that it is.
It
He
does
seems a
look
little out
haunted.
of it.
You're right.
You're right, it is. Logan,
Hmm.
I wanted, if we do question somebody, I just want to do the bit of good cop, bad backs.
Yeah,
Uh,
we will.
it's a dumb joke.
We just, for now, I'm gonna hold up the necklace, not like in any kind of incredibly glorious, like, look at this way, just like a casual opens hand. He gave me this. He said that after it happened, the stuff outside, he heard this drop on the ground and he picked it up. Oh,
Here's what it
this,
looks like.
this right here.
Does it?
That I have no idea what it is.
Yeah,
Not at
definitely no
all.
idea.
How many beads are on this, Bax wonders?
7.
I'm
7
guessing they know
beads.
something that I do
Such
not.
a weird question to ask.
Yes, we know something that you do not.
Let me double check
I
and
give-
make sure I'm precise.
But don't worry about it. None of us know what it is.
No, not at all. I give
Oh,
it to Kyra.
Sorry, I'm lying. I just reread it as 2 beats left.
Oh my, that's way less than 5.
Damn it!
Damn it!
That's way less.
I liked what you said the first time more.
Same.
Aaron, today is Nat19 on the 19th. Are you sure there aren't 19 beads on this thing?
4 million beats.
We drop it. Oh no.
This is Does it look like there are chains that are the beads are affixed to, right?
Yes, there are thin little metal chains.
Are there any that look like they were disconnected? Does this thing look asymmetrical? Are there any chains that
Yes,
look
there
like
are
they...
several dangling off. It looks like beads have been either ripped or removed
Okay.
off of it.
Can I like, does it appear magical in any way or? anything like that?
It seems very, very fancy. So if anything would be magical, it is. You also, especially you, Baxter, would know that this fell into the barrel immediately following the explosion.
You're a psycho.
So
You're an honest psycho.
there's a decent chance that this
Does
is
anybody,
related to some
any of
degree.
us have any magic that could identify anything?
Maybe looks
I do.
towards Kyra.
I don't know if I have the pearl for identify.
Okay,
I have
we
the spell
can
identify.
buy you a pearl, and then we can figure out what this thing does. If it's responsible for that
yeah.
destruction out there, then that might give us some clues to who did this. And if it can do it again, then cool.
If we could kill that kid's friends again.
But yeah, if we can grab a pearl, I could see if it's related.
He'll toss the whole chain over to you.
Catches it.
My
I
gremlin
should
instincts
report
are to
this.
not let go of this and to be like, but I'll hold on to it. But that's just, I'm not gonna do that.
Tosses it violently.
Holds it out. Well, identify it. Well, I'm holding it.
I can't. I don't have the pearl.
Did there appear to be any like mages among like the guards or anything?
Yeah, after the guards arrived, shortly after, several members of the Watchful Order of Magus and Protectors arrived. So you see several cloaked figures
Okay.
walking about, and they all seem to be somewhat arcane in nature.
Do we? How much does it cost for the pearl?
100 gold pieces.
Oh, that's not expended, right? That's just a requirement for
That's
the
just
spell.
Yeah,
you just keep it and you need it for the
Okay,
spell, but
yeah.
it's not expensive.
Yeah,
May
it's
as
a
well
rare
get it
event.
just
Does-
because.
Doesn't a material pouch deal with that?
No.
No,
It
oh,
has
that's-
a listed gold piece value, and material pouches take care of everything that don't have listed gold
Do you
piece value.
have
Yeah.
100 gold pieces to spend on this?
I have 100. How much gold do I have precisely? I have 115 gold pieces, so I
Okay.
could buy it.
Tell you
It would
what.
bankrupt me.
Tell you what.
It'd probably be a good item to buy since you have the identify
It's
spell.
Tell you
true.
what. Here's 5 platinum. I toss them over to you.
Whoa. Okay.
There. That's about half of it. If this is something that you can do that'll be useful in the future, I'm willing to make an investment.
All right. Yeah, thanks.
You get the other half.
Yeah, definitely. I'll go run by Fala's place and see if I can pick something
You
up?
see Fall already. She's in the courtyard.
Oh, I thought we were inside the hall at this point.
You guys were out front talking
We're
to them
still-
at the
yeah.
front door.
Oh,
So
okay.
when
Still
you
on
noticed
scene.
the kid,
Gotcha.
they're around. Yeah, this is still. You are like about, I'd say 5-10 minutes after.
Mhm.
Probably actually no, a little longer because they've gone door to door for a while. So it's been about 20 minutes.
Okay.
Aaron, I have a question because I just noticed something.
Yeah.
I didn't put down how much we had gotten from the fucking graveyard thing.
Each of you got 100 gold pieces from that.
Okay.
Cool.
'Cause I knew she had some gold on her and she was being all mopey about it, but like I didn't know. I forgot how much it was.
Maybe we could. Does your friend also sell magic items?
Rashal, I mean, he sells more like book stuff, but I could see if he has something.
Okay. Oh, just because we can maybe show them someone the necklace and see if they've made any. Someone's purchased anything like this in recent memory.
I don't know if Rashal sells this kind of stuff though.
Hmm. Do I know of anywhere that would sell stuff like this?
Magical components, that wouldn't be within your purview, I wouldn't think. You'd know a few people. You know the Watchful Order of Magical Protectors all probably have some degree of ability to do anything like that. You'd know the Blackstaff, sure as hell can.
You're talking about the necklace itself, right?
Yeah, the necklace. Like anywhere that would sell this, like this sort of necklace, like with magical properties.
There's not a ton of specialty stores. This doesn't look anything you've seen before, so it's unlikely that you would have had a place that hawks these out.
Totally.
Gotcha. Totally fair. Totally fair.
Totally doodly.
Totally doodly.
Also, Turner, you would know specifically because you're an ex-guard that removing this from the area or hiding
Would be super illegal.
yes.
Probably.
But I mean, who cares? I'm kidding.
Mhm.
We're the
Torin does.
protagonist.
Yeah, but you know, ex-guard.
Keyword X.
I'm an ex-guard. The rules
Ah,
don't
of course.
apply to me.
Ah, of course.
And as we all know, an X is the shape of a cross. And the cross is the symbol of the double cross. And if you double cross, so you're a double cross guard. So you are, your alignments are the opposite of the guards.
Makes sense.
So I got my fucking eye on you.
What? Yeah, okay.
We all know it to be true.
Kyra's gonna rush on over to follow.
Right. Yeah. She's sat there. There's a few people. They're sat there, and there's a few people talking to them for a little bit. And as you approach, they wave them off for a second.
Hey, Fala. I know it's kind of a weird time to do some shopping, but
Yes, you're right. Go away. I'm kidding.
I was wondering if you had anything like a pearl, like a 100 gold pearl that I could use.
I mostly keep components like incense and things like that for use in my potions. Pearl, I don't think I have anything of that sort.
You know where I could possibly get one? It's, kind of important.
Let me find Fala's sheet.
The fate of the world's at stake. The fate of the world.
No, not the world.
The whole world.
No.
Not that comes to mind. I don't run into those things that often. Most of my magic, they kind of reach over and extend a hand and like some flowers grow and bloom under the bench. There's doesn't really need that sort of thing.
Gotcha.
Damn it, the whole world is lost.
I can probably check with Rashal. This looks like those guards were drilling you pretty hard.
Yeah, they just wanted to know what I'd seen. I had a good bird's eye view from my greenhouse.
Didn't really catch a lot of it, I'm guessing.
No, I caught a good bit.
Oh?
I was watering the plants in my house, up on the second story of my shop, when the blast actually blew out a couple of my windows. I looked, and through the smoke I saw a cloaked man grab something off of the body of the recently passed gnome, and he started limping away. He was very burned from what I could see. It seems like he was afraid someone was following him.
Then I saw some people jumping out of a window, and I
He
got
ran
the fuck out of there.
off towards the bent nail, and then I lost sight of him.
Did you see like what kind of cloak it was, or was it just like a plain old cloak?
It's a black cloak.
Ah.
Nothing really discernible on it.
Well, from what we can tell, that looks like that gnome was come to our place, so kind of interested in seeing if we can find any information about it. The whole thing is about.
Yes, it's an unfortunate symptom of the violence that's plagued the city for, well, months now, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, I'll give you some space after this. Crazy, so. But thanks anyway.
Anytime.
What if?
Awkwardly walks away.
What if the real necklace was our self-doubts? What if the true...
Halam just apparates beside you and nods.
I was gonna make a joke about rolling an intelligence check and being like, I know what this is, it's jewelry. But then I got a -1 and I was like, wow. I don't even know what to do with that.
What is
This-
less than
This
nothing?
this isn't the necklace. This is the culprit! Throws it at the ground, steps on it. Thought you could transform into a necklace, did ya? But, luckily I don't have the necklace, so I can't pursue this train of non-thought.
Does it look like Rashal is still out on the street?
He's not visible currently. No, you see a lot of people surrounding the noblewoman you spotted. She's jabbering about some stuff. You see guards still kind of ushering people back. From your position, since you walked over near Fala, you'd see some of the bodies are now being loaded onto stretchers and are carried away at this point.
Yeah, I guess she'll go to Rashal's place and see if he's inside.
You head on over there. You guys all see Kyra walk. You have to take a bit of a longer route around, since the only way to get to Rashal's directly right now involves
See
walking through the
Kyra
crime
leaving?
scene.
Gotcha.
Yes.
I like wave over to you guys and like point over to Rashal's place.
I go over like, wait, what's happening?
Fala doesn't have the stuff with, so I'm gonna check with Rashal, see if he does, and if he doesn't, get it. So.
Hey,
I'll
do
be
you know
back.
if she? Do you know if she like saw anything?
They didn't really see anything. It was mostly just they heard the noise and saw someone. Oh wait, no, they did see something. What the hell?
I was gonna say, are you doing that thing where you're lying?
Well, they started with I didn't see much of anything, and then they said they saw something, so I was like going in the order in my head, but yeah, no, they saw someone in a like a hood pick up something from home and go over towards the bent nail.
The bent nail. Maybe identifying this thing can wait a little bit. We
Sure.
should probably
Okay.
follow this lead.
That's probably smart.
Hmm.
Okay, let's do that then.
First, I'm gonna take the necklace, just bring it over to one of the guards. Like, hey, this is evidence.
Okay, how?
This was found on the crime scene.
All right, I'll give it to the proper people. He says, holding it kind of high level.
I had to! I had to!
You see him.
You traitor!
That's
kind
kinda
of
why I
towards
wanted to
several of the
identify
rogue
it.
figures.
No!
We can't leave the crime scene with it.
Yes, we can!
I could have and then come back. You
I
didn't
have no compunctions about doing that, you traitor!
I'm mad at you now.
Good.
Bring back my necklace of fireballs!
You see him run up to several other rogue figures, and one of them like waves a hand over it and touches it, and they quickly start producing bags, and they put it in a satchel.
Will I could shoot fireballs or?
The beans are all fireballs. You can leave me
Yeah.
fireballs.
Cool.
Yeah, it had 2 fireballs left.
Ah,
Cool.
I could have become a fireball barian.
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as
Wouldn't it
you
be some
really
shit if one of them was just wearing that and then one of the bees just fell off and exploded in everyone's face?
I think we just found out what happened here. There's just someone wearing it walking down the road and they trip and like, whoops!
Ouch.
Okay. Well, now that we've given that up, what leads do we have regarding trying to figure out who did this?
Apparently they saw one of the perps, the third one that got away, heading toward the bent nail. So,
We should
I
go
feel
to
like
the
we
bent
should probably
nail.
follow that up.
It's true. Let's do that.
Mm-hmm.
We do that, I'm guessing.
We go to the bent nail.
Nobody has any other evidence that we're, taking from the crime scene, right?
No.
I put down all the dead bodies.
As far as I'm concerned, that was just a gift from my new best friend, Joshua. That wasn't
Yeah,
evidence. Isn't that right, Joshua?
We're gonna leave him inside that haunted fucking bar.
Oh, the kid? He sat on the front porch just kind of kicking his feet. He didn't go inside.
Oh,
Okay.
Joshua.
March
gets it.
haunted.
My name's Martum.
Nobody cares.
What
Nobody
is it?
cares, Joshua!
What was it?
Martum.
Martum?
Yeah.
Joshua Martum. Alright, let's go. Later, Martum.
Bye.
Can have it both ways. We can call him by the name he wants to be, but also pretend his name is Joshua by just saying that's his last name. Whatever. Everyone wins. But yeah, you can go inside if you want. There's not really any more food or whatnot in there, but if you want to just hang out in there, the ghost is like super friendly.
There's there's no ghost. He's lying to you.
You see him kind of double take between you and the building.
There's no ghost. Don't worry about it. It's
I
fine.
think I should just go home.
But I mean,
Yeah, you should probably
if
just
that's
go
what you want
home,
to do.
probably.
Yeah, that solves this whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Okay,
people
but
there's a ghost in
you're going home, right? The streets are dangerous, especially as of late. Here,
Take
have
this.
have a javelin.
Dangerous to go alone. Take this.
I'm giving this child a
It'll give
javelin.
you strength along your journey.
A javelin? You're giving him a javelin? I take javelin.
No,
No.
he needs it to get
check
home.
Required.
He does not need a javelin.
I'm giving him another javelin.
Oh my god. I take another javelin.
You stop taking Joshua's javelins.
They're not his.
Then they're mine. Give them back.
I give them back.
I give one to
God
him.
damn it!
I feel like I've become a part of a bit.
I am trying to actually arm you so you can get home safely, and the guard here doesn't believe you should have a weapon.
The javelin like sticks. It's like slightly taller than him.
Why don't you just give that to me?
No,
Mortem.
you're gonna bat your hand away.
Hey, why are you trying to arm this child?
I'm trying to make sure he gets home safely.
How far do you live from here, Martin?
About 2 blocks.
He's fine for 2 blocks.
Anything
He
could
doesn't
happen.
need a javelin.
Anything could happen. You know what? A fireball went off 2 blocks from his home. These things happen.
You know what?
I
You know what?
can take him home.
Yeah, Alif, take him home.
Alif.
I'll go to take him home.
Alif.
I will take the
Take
javelin
a javelin.
as well.
All right.
Yes. I will take a javelin and I will take Joshua's hand and we will go home.
Cairo will go with you.
We will go home.
You are. I hope that you never have kids. Unless you learn
Same.
better.
Oh, I think I know enough to not let a
Hey,
child
if we
handle
have kids,
a javelin.
my kids are gonna beat up your kids, okay?
I fear the day that you have children, Bex.
You should fear the day that I have children, because my children are coming at your children with javelins.
I think that... You know what? I'll let your therapist deal with that.
Anyway, let's get you home, Martin.
Okay.
I'm already taking Joshua home.
Yeah,
His name's
we-
Joshua.
I'm going with you.
I've never had bodyguards before.
You need him if you had a javelin.
All right, so Alif and Kyra lead the young boy off. Torn Baxter, what are you guys doing?
I guess... Should we head off without them, or do we... Should we
Where is
wait?
the bent nail?
Bent Nail, it's just around the block.
Yeah, let's go. They'll catch up with us super fast.
Yeah, we can...
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll catch up.
Control skill alley. Boop.
We can play good cop, bad backs.
So the bent nail would be right there.
That's so close
Okay.
to our house.
We're fucking
Wow.
tries
what is
to
the bent
arm
nail
all of the
again? Like, what
interrogators.
type-
Bent
sort of-
Nail, you've been there before. That's where you met Tally, the half elf. He was one of the people who gave you a general figure on probably what you could expect from the guilds.
Right.
For
The
renovating the
Carpenter Guild?
place.
He's a carpenter.
Yeah, he works with them. He's not a representative of them. He was just
Gotcha.
the closest person in the area that could
What is the
give
bent
you an
nail?
assessment. Bent Nail, it is a small store. The main door is bare, except there's a large sign sticking out of it, with a bent nail sticking through it, which is why it's called what it is.
I think ultimately what we're getting at is it's like a carpentry / furniture place.
Yeah, it sells wooden
Good,
weapons
not
and shields
competition.
and any sort of woodwork
Okay,
furniture
so
or anything you need.
if it's
long as it
wood,
wasn't
if it's wood, they
competition.
can help. Got it.
Cool. All right. We Torin and Bax, I guess, we're going to the bent nail.
Right, yeah. You guys head over there. It takes you almost no time at all. The front door is open. As you see, a bit back, there's like a workshop area. You can see Tally shaving away at what looks like a quarterstaff.
Hey, Tally.
Hey, Torin. I suppose you're here about whatever that was down the road.
Enough of the small talk.
Yeah.
What do you know?
Hey.
You
Bex,
said
just
you said
calm down.
you said you wanted to do
let
the
me talk
thing
to
when we were coming in. You said,
No, this is part of the thing. This is part of the thing.
"Oh, this is part of it."
Yeah. Listen, Tally. Yeah, we're here about the explosion. Did you hear anything? Or see
It's an
anything?
Yeah, I was like, I heard the explosion. but for the most part, I ran out for a bit and looked about, and then I got back to work after a couple of guards told me to stay inside. So I've just been working on a few of these things for the day.
We heard from someone that
We have witnesses that placed you at the crime scene at the time of the explosion. Do you have an alibi for where you were? Angrily getting up in their face, leaning over whatever the nearest. If there's no table near them, he will move a table in front of them and then lean over it aggressively at them.
They're like by a vice that's holding this long.
The guards are this close to clamping down on you. You better tell us what you know.
What?
I think what my waiting for a roll.
What am I rolling? What's happening? Oh,
Roll me intimidation.
I was so caught. I thought I was just being so stupid it would be ineffectual, and I totally missed that I had to roll. Ha! Yeah! It's the
like
moving
that.
of the table really takes away from it.
I think what my partner is trying to say is, there was a witness at the crime scene that placed one of the perps coming toward this establishment.
Came this way or something? I saw a lot of commotion when it first happened, but I can't say I saw anyone super of note. I saw
They would have had like injuries, like burn marks in a black cloak.
Yeah, I saw a guy in a black cloak. When I first ran out, didn't come directly by the place. Yeah, I only saw him for a second. He, from just the road up north, he was running off to the east.
To the east. Can I insight tally?
Yeah.
Which place on this map is
Ah,
that nail
7.
again?
Listen, criminal scum.
Seven?
Your partner's it's only a matter of time before your partner confesses. If you don't confess right now, we can't cut you any kind of deal, you understand?
He seems in a weird catch between amusement and confusion, but he does seem like he's trying to remember. It's just a lot happening at once for him.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
I
like the, Have you considered joining the guard?
Fucking... He pretends to spit, but doesn't because he is inherently too respectful of this place of work, but he makes the noise. The guards! I don't agree with their pansy passive methods. Puts, like, puts chair in front of him, puts foot up on chair. I get my results the old-fashioned way with fists and words, which I will introduce you to if you do not in the near future give me what I want. I've just received a message via Sending Stone. Your partner's this close to cracking.
Can I get you guys some tea or anything?
I would love that.
All right.
Yes, I would love some tea. I love the way you make it.
You see him put a kettle on. There's a small fire crackling in the back under a small like a heating stove that both can be used for cooking. And
Torn level with me. We don't need to be doing this, do we?
No.
All right.
This is just fun.
All right.
You're doing a great job, by the way, Max.
Thanks.
This is the only thing I missed about being on the force.
Yeah. Hey, if you want to switch roles next time.
I may have misinterpreted that. I thought that this guy was like a perp when we came here. I thought we were.
Oh no. It's fine. We'll get him.
I'm in too deep. I can't just break character now.
Do you guys take any milk or sugar with your tea?
Where are they?
Milk, please.
All right.
Where are they?
What is to the east, by the way, Aaron?
To the
Like,
east, a lot more houses.
houses.
A few estates. There's let me get the map of Waterdeep.
Waterdeep.
Point on the map
I'd
to
rather
the
have
exact
I'd rather have the
location.
map of Waterdeep.
Where precisely is he right now? I think east will probably give no, it doesn't.
Oh, shit.
Water. Fuck, heck. There we go. Waterdeep. No, damn, the other one. Waterdeep DM is higher res for some reason.
Boom, 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 boom.
Heck! These maps are so dumb when I don't have a really big one. North.
Why you do this, Utadoop?
It's too big of a map, man.
It's so
Why
big.
you do this or to do?
There's the Sword Maiden. Where does that position this heckin' map?
I'll be right back while you're sorting through this.
Okay.
Have fun.
So that means if the Sword Maiden is there, this might be our one. Where's Troll Skull Alley? Is that off the map? Why is the map? It's like right there. You've got like this thin stretch of. This is stupid. I hate it.
It's a weirdly like put together module.
It can't be northwest. If it's on the northwest, I'm gonna punch someone in the shins. It's not. It's not on the northwest. It's not on the northeast map. It's in this thin section that's in neither. There's no north map. There's just northeast and northwest.
Oh, that is infuriating.
I'm gonna take one quick. Here we go. Okay, this I can get there. So that's this one has it, but it has too much. Deep northeast players. Where's the high road? Okay, so the DM map, which has more information than I can give you, has it. I'm just gonna get the regular water and we'll deal with it. So you guys are here. Let me go. That's shared. You guys are in that area.
Okay.
Currently. The crime scene is pointers, circle, right there.
There's our house.
Yep.
Oh my god.
We
And
live
so
there.
He fled some way in this direction.
Okay.
Into this building.
Because
Somewhere
basically
over-
the only because you guys are currently are right.
No, we're like
Yeah.
The
right
only
here.
vantage that Tally would have had is on this road right here. He
Nah,
would have
yeah.
saw that guy go that way.
Nah, me and
Gotcha.
Kyra are like right
We
here.
could have gone a lot of directions.
Where does Jonathan live?
Jonathan.
Oh.
Does he
He
live,
lives
like,
about
right
2
there?
blocks away. He lives he lives right there.
Ah. Oh shit! Did you go the direction that
Oh, there we
we're
go.
supposed to go?
Hell yeah.
We
Right
went
there.
south of that direction.
Well, he could have went south afterwards.
You see a man in a black
Could've-
robe with burn mark. No. No, you don't do that.
No, you don't. You don't do that.
Oh, of course we do. It's Jonathan's dad. He just got really mad at Jonathan's friends and killed them.
I go
So,
up
yeah,
to.
there's a few estates off to that side, but there's nothing that you'd specifically note as a big place that someone would want to go.
I ask Tolly, can't do anything better than just east. You didn't see anything
I
else?
didn't follow the guy. It wasn't but 3 or 4 minutes after it happened that the guards showed up, and I took me a second to even get out of my house. I only caught that guy through my window here, and he walks over to it, and from the inside you can just see a bit of the main road.
Dang. All right. Thanks a lot.
Yeah, anytime.
Where are they?
No, Bax.
Tell us what you know.
And
We
you
found
look
your
at
prints
face.
at the crime.
Prince?
We didn't.
I was really zoned out for a few minutes. Look, you know what we're doing here. You know what my deal is. Could you catch me up in such a way that perhaps we could just get back to the chase?
All I saw was him going across this road here briefly before I went outside and the guards told me to go home.
Cross that way. Is there anything in that particular direction? Any notable businesses?
Nothing major.
Was he going towards a
There's lot of
specific
houses
house?
that way.
He was jumping off the fucking wall.
What do you know though? Like, what is when you say he? Like, describe he. What did you see?
You said black cloak, right? I saw a guy.
Yeah.
He might have had a few burns. It's from a distance, but he definitely was. He was limping off in that direction.
See, I didn't really see any detail that we haven't already found out about, huh?
No.
But
yeah,
he looks hurt though.
Yeah, he looked like he was limping, and then you said
Okay.
he was burned, so I assume so. I can't tell you too much.
He's already got a head start on us, but if he's limping, he may not have gotten as far as he otherwise could have.
Yeah.
What do you think,
We
Torin?
could ask around, see if people walking around have seen anyone in a black cloak limping. Not a lot of people fit that description.
It's true.
So, but first we should probably wait for Alif and Kyra.
Okay.
You
So
guys
about
had
that,
tea.
You care about a lead.
You spend a little bit of time having tea with Tally. Kyra and Alif, you guys spend about 15 minutes walking with small boy,
You never told me where the sugar and marks
Martin.
were, by the way.
or Joshua, or whatever you're calling him now.
Never told you what?
The milk and stuff.
Oh, I brought them since you didn't answer.
Oh, I see. Because I screamed, "Where
So if
are
you'd
they?"
like either.
and you did not tell me.
Oh, I thought you were doing the thing.
It was kind of both.
Oh, okay. Well, they're right here.
All right.
Well, kid, you can tell us if you're the
Look, look,
necromancer. I mean, we're not gonna get in trouble. I'm kidding.
So you found me out.
Scorching ray.
Of course, it was Joshua.
You fiend.
It's Mortem.
We should have known it was suspicious that you.
Welcome home, son.
We should have known it was suspicious that you go by many names.
Mortem is a
Just,
fucking necromancer name.
Just making sure that Joshua gets in his
Not
house.
Mortem, Martin.
Oh.
Yeah, you walk there. The building is fairly quiet. He runs up and just opens the door, and he turns around and kind of waves to you guys a bit before you hear him run off.
Waves back.
Gives a wave. With the javelin.
Alright, let's head on back, boys.
I will go over to the building, and the side of the building. I will place the javelin that Baxter had given this boy.
All right, lean it up against the side of it.
I make sure that, like, to let him know that it's there. Just like, here's the javelin. Just take it inside if you want, or keep it out here. It's up to you.
You'll hold it and he'll walk it inside.
Okay.
Mommy,
So, okay,
look what I got.
what happens as you guys turn to leave, you hear a brief shriek come from the inside of the house.
And we're walking.
just starts making their way back. Elise being very just wanting to get back because she's tired. Everybody woke up and jumped out of the
Traffic
building.
in these streets is pretty much par for the course today. The blockage up in the Troll Skull Road doesn't seem to be stopping anything too much. You see carriages going by. You're getting on into the proper business day, so you see people beginning to open up small bakeries and things nearby.
Does anyone look like they're watching us?
Yeah, I don't even need to roll perception. Ganassi.
That's right. Does anyone look like they're watching a leaf specifically?
Roll me perception.
You don't know because they're all watching you.
I can. Pepe.
They sure are looking in your direction.
You could swear that the baker is maybe giving her the eye, but you just can't be sure.
Make the fucking finger eye motion to the baker. It's like I'm watching you.
He holds up a bagel.
Noticing Kyra point off toward the baker, she will walk over to the baker. She'll be like, "Much for the bagel."
1 copper piece.
She takes out a gold because she doesn't have anything less than a dragon.
Kids, I'd like to tell you that the voices in my head stopped one day. They never did.
Maybe make this in a day.
After a minute or so, he comes back with a small box and he starts pulling out different coins.
She will wait.
Mark it down so you have your your silver and copper change.
So I would have 9. I would have 9 silver and 9 copper.
Silver, 9 copper. Yeah.
Yay!
Hooray!
Perfect. I bring the bagel over to Kyra. There you go.
Thank you.
It's very warm.
She'll take it. Yes.
She will continue walking north.
Okay. So
Now that she has done the thing you told her to do by pointing to the baker.
But look as she eats it.
You look back and you could swear you see the baker putting on black robes. And no. You guys make it back to the obsidian halls. After about 4 or 5 minutes, once you get back, Torrin and Baxter walk back in. Unless you guys are waiting at the bent nail for them.
Yeah, I was standing.
Yes, I believe that's what we were doing.
Yeah, that's what we're
Alright,
gonna
We
do.
knew we knew they were going.
Yeah,
there.
you guys knew they were going there. So yeah, you head there. So you see them having a cup of tea as you walk in. The door still open as they look up and see you guys walk inside.
Oh, hey.
Hey, Mortem's home safe and sound, and his mom is freaking the fuck out.
Wait, why? What happened?
Don't worry about it. Anyway, you guys.
A fireball
find
just
any
went
leads?
off near her kid. Of course she's freaking out. Heck, you can't dispute that. That makes sense.
You also see a leaf does no longer have a javelin.
Yeah, it doesn't take.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Discipline me, huh? What are you gonna do? Torrin?
So the perp headed east. Yeah.
Alright.
According to Tally here, they saw that the cloaked figure headed off eastward. That's pretty much it.
That eliminates 75% of directions they may have went in. We've basically
true.
caught them.
Yeah.
There's not a ton of city left before you reach the walls. So unless this person planned on yeeting themselves off into Undercliff,
All
they
right.
were literally flat-headed east. They've got the distance that Kyra and Alif walked is almost equidistant to the wall from where you guys are.
All right.
Well,
I
I
say that
could
we go
try to-
towards the neighborhood where they were headed and we ask around about a black cloaked man. Then once we catch them and turn them either into the authorities or report that we've, dealt with them, we then ask for the necklace back.
No harm in trying,
Man,
I guess.
it's not a joke suggestion. They won't need it. And if it was used for magic, then, cool. Could use it for stuff.
Torrin, you would know for sure, but I'll let all of you know since to some degree you would have been informed in one way or another. You guys are all part of different factions, and you can all utilize your connections with factions since I think, at this point every one of you has done at least one mission for your factions. And you can use them to try and either gain favor in certain situations or do some things that you as a party might otherwise be unable to do.
We could split up
Okay.
and see if anybody that owes us a favor could help us out in finding this man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wouldn't be a bad idea.
Indeed. I mean, unless someone has any objections to me using my connections to try to help us with this kind of work.
With the with the Zentarim, right?
Yep.
I mean, they're involved. So, I mean, that might not actually be a bad place to get info from.
Do you want to come with?
Sure.
Ah, yes! The pendulum swings the other way, huh, cop?
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep an eye on everything. You can talk to them.
Don't worry. Talking to people about sensitive information is my forte.
Person comes back in.
Where is it? Where is it? Oh, here it is. I put my cup down in a weird place.
Do you know how to get in contact with them?
I'm pretty sure I can just go back to the same place I went to before.
All right.
I think. I don't think I was informed any different.
Let me find. We're looking at the Zentarim. He wouldn't have given you information to meet him anywhere, because specifically he said he'd contact you if he needed you by Flying Snake. But you've met him, I think, twice now? Because he was around, I think, during the bar fight at the very, very beginning. And then when he recruited you. So he seems to make a decent amount of his time at the Yawning Portal.
All right. So I could go try to find him there, or I could do the thing that is much less likely to find him. But for that, I'll require a snake.
You need a snake.
Yeah. These people communicate being flying snakes. So I'm thinking I get a snake, tie a message to the snake, throw snake, profit.
Let's just check the Yawning Portal first.
Yeah, that's
You
that is more
also
likely to
know,
work. I'm just saying that we have a backup plan.
Yeah.
That's all I'm
You
trying
also
to
know
get.
Yeah,
even
that's
if you
it.
can't find him, you could probably use Yagra, since you two are friends, and she's a lot more deeply involved with the Zentarim.
True. Yeah. If we don't get anything from the Zentarim, then we can ask. I can ask my connections at Force Grey. And keep an eye out for things.
Do you want to do anything in
Anyways.
any particular order?
Zentarim first.
Alright, so that's the current plan. Anyone else doing anything? Or are y'all going?
Guess I can try to ask Jalister. I mean, I don't know where the hell to find Mert, so I guess that's the next best thing for me.
Alright, that's at the Yawning Portal. That's the
Yeah,
one
go
place
with.
you ever bump into him, so Kyra's joining you through. Leaf, are you going or are you doing something else?
I will go to my Emerald people because I still have to tell them that about the
fuck.
mission anyway.
Alright.
Right. I actually am gonna do that because I want to get the fucking Emerald Enclave membership.
But you already have a membership with something.
I know. I want multiple memberships.
I'll kill you.
I'll
info, dog.
kill you.
Alright, so just making sure everything. Kyra is going with the Leaf, and Torin and Baxter are going to the portal.
Yes.
Alright. Kyra and Leaf, you guys start heading south. You guys basically all walk the same direction for a bit. It'll take you guys a little longer to get there, but you finally arrive at and where are we going now? To the Emerald Enclave. You guys arrive at the Falcon Mirror. You see in the garden, Melanor is walking about and he seems to be tending things. There's a few horses stabled over in what looks like a smaller makeshift stable that doesn't seem like it's there for prolonged use. But he's shoveling bits of hay in for them and then cleaning up some of the hedges.
I will go to approach.
He
Excuse me.
clocks you as you guys show up, and he starts walking towards the gate.
I've completed my task for, well, she's like trying to remember the paladin's name again. She cannot, because I can't.
Everdon, I think.
Sir Everdon.
Yes, he's informed us as much.
I wanted to come back and let that be known, as well as ask a favor, if possible.
He kind of nods, and his jowls tremble a little bit as he moves. He grabs the gate, and it slowly creaks open as he pulls it.
She will go inside.
Follow.
Immediately as you cross the precipice into the estate, you hear the disembodied voice that you remember from last time. Welcome back.
Oh.
Kim's looking around. Thank you.
Is there something you wanted? You mentioned a favor.
Yes. Well, first, I did complete the task, so.
Yes, I was.
If there's any other. Oh, sorry. I don't know where you are, so it's hard.
I'm sort of everywhere.
The favor I wanted to ask is, there was an explosion outside of our house. Quite recently, how long ago?
At this
Like
point, it was for you guys getting the kid home, back, talking to him, and then heading here. It's been about, I'd say, nearly 2 hours now.
Around a couple of hours ago, and there isn't much we learned from it except that there was a man who seemed to walk away from it wearing a dark cloak and having a bit of a limp and some burns on him. He went off to the east from Troll Skull Alley, but we weren't able to figure out exactly where he went. I was hoping that potentially she motions over toward the groundskeeper. Potentially we could ask for your cats or someone to look around for this man.
This can be looked into. Did you want simply for us to scour the city looking for a man in a black cloak, or do you
potentially he does have a limp apparently. Other than that, some small burns about him, but there wasn't many discernible features that we were told about other than that.
I'll have some of my animals in the North Ward. I'll have them look around, and if I see anything, I shall send you a message.
We will have other people looking, so if there's nothing can be found, it's perfectly fine, but
which way was he headed from your place?
To the east.
You said you had a general lead. There's not much distance to cover, at least. I'll try and comb it as thoroughly as possible.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else I could do for either of you?
I don't suppose you have any other things you need done.
At this moment, nothing. But we'll always have a cat sent your way, or some other creature, if you prefer.
Then that is all I need.
I remember last time we talked, you mentioned something about a dual membership?
A working relationship, in any case. It's hard to consider anyone with separate objectives precisely a full member, but we are more than keen to have strong allies in other networks with similarly aligning goals. But given
she
that
said no, she hates you.
sometimes our objectives can come into conflict, it's provisionary at best.
What goals are in conflict?
It depends on exactly the ordeal. There's been situations before where The Harpers have been seeking information on dungeons in the south that have been messing with some of the objectives of our clerics and knights.
Okay.
It's rare, but it happens.
All right. Well, I mean, anything's something. So, if that's all you're willing to give, then I will take it.
You see a
Put
brief
that out.
flicker of their appearance as they
They're not here. I forgot.
give you a firm. Hmm?
I was gonna say she holds her hand out for a handshake, but she's not here right now.
Nope. If you hold your hand out briefly, a hand will appear and take yours.
That
Sorry,
is
practicing social
you.
distancing.
You gotta show me how to do that sometime.
It would take a lot of work, but you could get there one day, maybe.
We'll await any other forms of contact that you wish to give us then. If you learn anything more about that necromancer, I'm sorry we weren't able to take care of him for you.
It's fine. Everdon seems to think that he's left for the time being. If we see him again, then we'll have words with him.
She nods.
All right. Yeah, you guys head on out from there. About 30 minutes earlier, Torin and Baxter, you were
Time travel!
at the Yawning Portal. The bar itself, mostly quiet right now. It's around lunch, so there's a bunch of people in. A little early for it, but there's a bunch of people in. Seem to be having food. Not a lot of drinks being had, but there's a few tables where that seems to be entirely disregarded.
I'm gonna look for my boy.
Looking around, you don't see him immediately in the crowd here. He had a private room at the very top last time you were in. You do see Yagra. She's just at a stool at the bar with just a small pile of meat on a wooden platter and a large tankard of ale.
I'm gonna walk over to Yagra. I'm heckin' get over there and be like, "Hey, how you doing? Enjoying the day?"
It wasn't until you showed up.
You son of a bitch.
I'm in.
Yeah, I was wondering, our mutual friend home today?
Yeah, he's in.
Think they'd mind if I stopped in and had a word?
She slams some silver on. I'll be back. Don't throw my shit away.
No, I'll treat it fine.
No, not you. She looks over at the bartender.
Well, I'm already mid-home.
Do I see Maloon, War Dragon here?
Maloon, roll me perception.
Okay. And perception. Hiya.
It helps that I'm also actually eating pepperoni.
It's the same roll. It's the same modifier. So
14.
14.
You scour the place, and he generally has kind of a usual table that you'd see him at. He's not there, and when you look around, it seems like the table's filled with a few other people. They look like city guard on break. No drinks or anything at their table other than water. But other than that, yeah, he's absent.
Okay. Take note of that. Don't really say anything about it. Just waiting.
And then you see Yagra lightly punch Baxter in the spine. She gets up after eating some of her food, and she starts walking up the stairs.
All right, here we go. Let's do this. You coming with? You want to wait out here?
I'll come with.
Are you sure? Don't got any moral quandaries that you need to sort through? Not gonna decide not to come halfway up the stairs?
No, I'm good.
All right, you do you. Follows.
You walk up a spiraling staircase, or I guess kind of a Z shape over and over again. As you get to the 3rd floor, there's the same door you went in last time. 2 guys standing beside it, both fairly obviously Zents. As Yagra juts her jaw to one, she's like, "Open up!" And they bang twice on the door. Someone opens it from the inside. You both are led through to the same fairly spacious room with a large round table, Davil on one side with a map of the city itself. As he's looking down, he glances up as you 2 walk in. "Oh, this is unexpected."
Indeed. First of all,
Late morning.
I had a favor to ask, and also was wondering if you had any work you needed done.
No work right now. We got some ideas about what might be coming up in a little bit, though.
Just to review, so I don't accidentally speak incorrectly, the Zentarim, do we believe this guy was with the Zentarim, or that there were Zentarim people killed there?
There were Zentarim people killed, for sure.
Yeah.
You guys heard that there were 3 people chasing the gnome. Whether or not they were all together is up to your conjecture.
Okay, that's what I had remembered. I'm gonna take a seat.
Yeah.
So,
a seat is pulled out for you as you walk in.
outside of our home, there was a explosion that we went to investigate, and the guards are currently investigating. You may have heard about it happening.
I'm getting messages out the wazoo about that today.
Well, our main concern was we know that a man in a black cloak fled. We know there was 3 people that was chasing a gnome who was found dead at the scene. We found a necklace that apparently was dropped at the scene. The man that fled was burned. We don't know much beyond that, apart from that he went roughly to the east of our place. And given that you were partially involved in it, well, that there were some members present and died. We were wondering if you knew anything or if you could help us to find out what's going on.
I've been talking to the higher-ups, and I'm getting nothing from them about what they were doing. So that's beyond my pay grade, I guess. Some personal job, I figure. As for things we could do, what are you thinking? I can get you into the guard barracks if you want nearby. There's a couple nobles around. I don't know what that would do for you.
Well,
yeah, the guard barracks nearby. You want to talk to the corpses? I can do that.
Talking to the corpses might be good. I was actually thinking about that before. My next stop after this was going to be suggest that we find a cleric. But beyond that, I was wondering if there's anything you guys knew about any safe houses or anything for to the east of you would know it as the Troll Skull Manor and whatnot. It's called the Obsidian Halls. Spread that around, but to the east of our place.
All right. Yeah, I'll send a message to one of our clerics up in that area. There should be a guardhouse nearby where they're keeping the bodies. Meet him there. Don't worry about anything. He'll know what to talk to or who to talk to and what to give him, and you'll have I don't know, 10-15 minutes in with them.
Gotcha. And we can, and there will be a method by which to speak to the corpses there. Yeah, we're not gonna have to provide that.
That's what he's there for.
Gotcha. All right. You remember my guard friend, right?
I
guard-ish, if I remember
acknowledgement.
Right. There.
I like tilt my head in acknowledgement.
You got anything you think we should ask Torin?
Well, actually, I've had a few guards through.
Anything you think we should inquire about that might be slipping my mind?
Not at the moment. No, I got all the info I need, probably.
All right. Well, if there's any more work that comes in, you said word my way. We really appreciate your help on the matter. Hopefully this whole thing's benign, but just in case something shady's going on so close to our house, we'd like to be in the loop.
Scratch my back, I scratch yours. Ain't no problem with that. There might be some work coming in soon. There's apparently some halfling family who has someone's missing or something. I'm still getting word in today about it. But if anything comes up on that end, I'll send message your way.
Thank you very much. Still eating piece of meat that he took from downstairs. We will get out of your hair then. You're probably busy.
Yeah, today's gonna be a long one.
He nods, stands.
Leans back, puts two of his boots on the table as he grabs his drink and just finishes it, puts it down.
All right, let's get out of here.
And then we did.
And then you did.
It was dead.
Oh. And then he leaves.
Oh, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Huh. Well,
Hey,
speaking
Kyra,
of the
you wanna
corpses,
go down
might
this
be
dark foreboding alley?
probably useful.
Sure, why the heck not?
Yeah.
Like,
Being able to talk to the people that were chasing them might give us an idea of what was going on.
Yeah.
This may end up being something that doesn't even concern us, but can't really ignore a fireball going off in our front yard.
Yeah, definitely. We could also maybe, like, talk to the, the gnome who was apparently coming to us.
That's true.
Yeah.
The thing is,
But if
what
we can talk to multiple corpses, then that'd be good.
if there's a cost for the spell, then I can front it. We got lots of winnings recently, after all.
True.
But
I can help pitch in if we need to, as well.
All right. But yeah, I wonder if the gnome was coming to see us or someone else that they thought was at the place.
Maybe, but guess we'll find out.
And then we did.
And
then we
you
did.
The end.
The important thing
you
about
guys-
talking to the dead that I really need to firmly establish is I find it really spooky. That's
all
right.
Good cut, bad backs on the corpse.
Where are you hiding him? I was the one that was killed. Where are you?
I'm good to head
You
back.
start heading back. You guys would about 15 minutes or so, 20 minutes or so before Kyra and to leave. So if you guys want to act, you still have the floor.
That is,
Okay.
if a leaf comes home at all.
Up. So,
Kyra just took her down a foreboding alley and it's gonna kill her.
Does Zentrim say that they would have like a cleric waiting for us there? Or?
Yeah, they said the cleric will meet
Okay.
you at the whatever closest guardhouse that happened to the murder scene.
Okay, then we'll go to the guardhouse.
Do we want to wait for the others then bounce there, or should we try to go just us? We might be able to be more discreet if it's just us.
Yeah, let's just do just us for now.
Right? You guys
There's a
head straight
killer
there.
on the loose.
Well, you
We
saying my
can't
all eyes
waste
on
any
you feature
time.
isn't discreet?
Yeah, man.
Slave and a genie walk into a bar.
I'm pretty sure that I counter your all eyes on you.
Or
We
do
just
you
can't say that.
exacerbate it?
Actually, I might make it worse because nobody looks at me.
That genie has a slave. How ironic.
you guys
I bet
are
she
there.
wishes for her freedom every day.
You
Meanwhile,
see,
I wish I was with Torin again. I'm kidding.
you see a few guards stationed outside, blocking off a couple of the main doors. People coming in and out of the front area fairly regularly. Around the side of the building, leaning up against a fence, you see a guy in long, grayish robes with white accents and little dashes of gold along them.
Oh.
He looks over and raises one hand over to you.
Big old hand raised
You the
back.
cleric.
Assuming you're the people I'm waiting for.
You're the guy?
I'm the guy.
All right. We're also the guy.
Perfect. Well, we're the guys.
Now we're the guy.
Whatever.
Don't make this weird.
You're the guy.
We're the
I'm
guy.
here.
No, we are both the guy.
We're
We are God.
If you were waiting to meet
so
the
we want
guy,
to speak
we're
to the
guy.
corpse.
All right. Follow me. He turns and he leads you around to a space on the back where you see a guard manning a door. As he walks up to him, he just walks up and speaks briefly to him, hands him a small bag, and the guard walks off.
Hey, Obed Baxter. I was just walking by. Obed Baxter, gladiatorial champion. Nice to meet you.
I didn't see you.
All right.
He walks away.
Don't tell anyone, but if you could also tell everyone, that'd be great. I don't like
He
this
opens
line
the
of
door
work.
And walks in. You're in a room that's quite cold. Not super cold, but it's definitely colder than the outside, especially even for this early mid-spring day.
I'm fine.
The room is filled with many of the corpses you've seen before. At this point, all of them have bits of cloth tied over their faces as though they're wearing blindfolds. Peeking out from under most of them, you can see just the little glint of copper pieces over their eyes.
That's what I thought. And a gentle repose is probably going on here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So how does this work? Give us the rundown.
So I can do this twice. So pick your favorites, and you can ask some questions. They will recognize you to whatever degree they know you. If you got any problems with them, I don't know.
The gnome is in here, yeah?
The gnome is in here, yes.
I say we start with the
The
gnome.
gnome and the Zentarim guys.
Say
I
again?
assume. The gnome
Yes.
and the Zentarim guys.
All the corpses would be in here for the most
Okay.
part.
Gotcha.
I think we should go with the gnome because they were coming at us with the most intention, and then one of the
Yeah.
Zentarim afterwards to find out what the job was.
Yeah, I agree.
All right.
You get 5 questions, so 10 altogether, 2 bodies.
Okay, we got to make
All right.
sure that we don't do anything stupid like accidentally ask a question once it's done. Like we can't
Where
be
are
like,
you?
we can't like use it and then be like, "Oh, what should we ask?" and then have the skull be like, "You should ask about the murder." Cuz listen, I can see me doing that. You know what? You head this up.
Yeah.
I'm not going to talk cuz I am going to fuck this up if I do this.
Tell me the questions, and I have to ask.
Oh, thank God.
Gotcha. You know, that was actually really scary for a moment.
Okay, you just make sure that you don't like ask us what is your question and accidentally cause it to. Don't be me.
I've done this before.
Yeah.
All right.
I think it's more of an intentional question asking thing. So,
Okay.
Yeah. What should our first question be?
Why were those men
Do we
chasing
know who
you?
they are?
Oh, who they are? That's really good.
Yeah. That could be one of the first question.
Unless the guards already know that, if they've identified.
Unless the guards already know that. Do they already
Or
know that?
what did you want with us?
Yeah, I think maybe we should ask them why they were coming to us first. Maybe that's a good place
Yeah.
to start.
Or phrase it more like, why were you heading to Troll Skull Manor?
Yes. Do that, please.
Yeah.
All right, the gnome first. He walks over and puts a hand out above him. There's a brief flash of light as air fills the lungs of the creature, and the slightly ragged, burned gnome sits up ever so slightly, and its head slowly turns to you all. The blindfold still covering its eyes. So your question was, why were you heading to
Troll skull.
Troll Skull Manor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd heard about a group of adventurers who rescued our Lord Neverember's son from the Zentarim and thought that the stone would be safe in their hand for the time being.
The stone.
Stone.
Ask it. Well,
Oh,
I mean,
wait.
Torin.
That's probably what the Zentrum guy took. Because the person saw the Zentrum take something from the gnome.
But what is the stone? I think that's important.
Yeah, what is the stone? Yeah.
Yeah, ask them what is the stone in detail, if they can.
Yeah.
What is the stone to the best of your ability?
The Stone of Golor. It is a compass or key.
A compass or a key? To what?
We had heard that there's a very large reserve of hidden wealth, remember? Specifically from the
who
people.
did we hear that from?
From the sun, I believe, wasn't it?
He mentioned something to that effect.
Yeah, and if he knows about that, then he might be connected to it.
Yeah, he knew, and he apparently knew Neverember. So.
Oh, here we go. There's actually another section for the stone. He further elaborates, I guess, since I missed this part.
It is the key to finding a horde of dragons hidden in the city.
Well, there we go. We should have waited for the corpse to finish. Sorry, corpse.
Are we actually playing Horde of the Dragon Queen?
Are we doing it? Are we back in? Are we back in, boys?
But how many dragons can fit in one city, though?
All right, so... Okay, so... We have 3 questions left. So we know what they took. We know why they were coming to help us. Or why they were coming to get us.
Be after him? Maybe ask him why the Zentrum would be after him?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, ask
your
that.
question?
Yeah.
Why were the Zentrum after you?
He says, kind of tucking in his necklace.
Hey, man, it's above our pay grade. We didn't do it.
They wanted the stone for themselves.
Obvious answer, but good to know.
Yeah.
We knew that, but it's good to confirm.
Yeah.
That way we know that he didn't, for example, steal it from the Zentrum. 2 questions left. It's a compass. What else could we... Does
he know
he
where
have
the entrance is?
Well, if it's a compass, then...
Oh, it would just lead
he would
to
be probably using it to try to find it. If he found it, I don't think there'd be a need for the stone.
True.
I'm thinking, what if this guy has any allies? People that we could report to and maybe find out what's going on with that we could get more information from, because...
Like if he's working with anyone?
Yeah.
Like
Ask him if he's working with anybody that might be able to help us. Or just, no, not the help us thing. Just, is he working with anyone?
Do you work for anyone? I work for the Open Lord of Waterdeep.
Oh, fuck.
Lord Dagult Neverember.
Okay.
You would know this to not be the Open Lord.
Wait.
He was the Open Lord.
Oh, he was the Open Lord.
He left amid some degree of idea that he might have been embezzling money. He currently resides in Neverwinter. His son would be your homie.
The guy we saved.
Yeah.
Okay. One last question then.
Yeah, Raynar.
Yeah, Raynar. Yeah.
Raynar. Which means we should get in touch with Raynar immediately and make sure that he's aware of what's happening.
Yeah. See if he even knew about this, what his dad's been up to.
Yeah, because he told us about
question. When is Raynar's birthday?
He told us about this whole situation and about it, but he didn't mention a stone, as far as I remember.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't even know, but we'll ask him later.
Okay, actually, I think we're basically at the end of what he could tell us. I want to know who cast the fireball.
Yeah.
Who cast the fireball?
Mm-hmm.
Who cast the fireball spell on you?
Zentrum from the rooftops.
Okay, from the rooftops.
He then, the air fades as his chest deflates.
Wait a minute.
And the body kind of thumps back as its head slams against the stone.
Now hold on a second. We know about the Zentrum that were chasing him, and we know about the one that we presume took the stone and ran, but that one was burned, right?
Yeah.
If one of them cast it from the rooftops, then that means there's at least one
They'd be-
Zentarim that should have.
Who would be out of range?
Yeah.
Of
Who
the
caught the other Zentarim in the blast and evidently had no regard for their lives.
Yeah. Then maybe it was maybe it was a betrayal on their part.
Maybe. But so then, which has the stone is the major question, and I don't think the corpses could tell us much about that because it would have been afterwards.
Yeah.
We need to question one of the Zentarim, though.
Yeah. Doesn't matter which one, I guess.
Either one.
Um, we need to know if they have any place their ally would flee to after the job. We need to know who they were working for.
Yeah.
I mean, if they flee to their employer, then you could probably nail those both out with one.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. How should we phrase the question? You're better at this than I am.
Like maybe
Kids, I'd like to tell you that the voices in my
are
head
you working
stopped
for
one
the
day.
Zentarim
They
or
never
a different
did.
employer? Maybe.
What about...
Which one do you want? There's two of them. There's one slightly bigger than the other. Both look human.
Let's go with the smaller one.
Smaller one?
The other one might have just been the brawn.
You watch as he does the same thing before and
Really quickly.
Yeah.
the body.
Shouldn't maybe...
Maybe.
Where is your employer? Because that might give us more information collectively.
Yeah.
All right.
We've got 5 questions too, so
All right.
whatever.
Where is your employer?
The Gralhund Villa.
The what?
The Gralhund Villa.
Growlhund Villa.
Like spelt growl as in like grr.
Gralhund. Gralhund
Villa.
Villa.
Well, that is a lead.
Do I know of anyone with the last name Growlhund?
Gralhund Villa. I'll
Yeah.
get my information.
After you get that one, I'm also going to
It
ask
might
our
be
friend
like
here.
a noble or something. Because if they have a fucking villa, they might have a name that's recognizable.
Look at us doing Waterdeep Dragon Heist. We're doing it.
Yeah! Oh, we're doing it.
What a good filler arc this Waterdeep Dragon Heist thing is.
The filler arc was all the faction stuff.
Roll me history.
setup arc. Right, history?
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you? There you are. Hiya! 3!
Can I
If it's a villa, it's likely a noble family.
Can I also roll it, but with disadvantage because I don't know things?
I can't imagine any situation that Baxter would know.
All
of a
right, that's
specific
fair.
Noble family.
I'm gonna do it just for me. This isn't
Just to
for
see
you.
what you would have got.
It would have been better than you.
Better than me.
All right, so we should investigate the Growlhund Villa afterwards.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy, do you know, are any of our connections related to that place? No, not you. My Zentarim friend.
Of my connections, not that I can think of.
Do we know anybody that's at a place like that?
We don't ask questions.
I mean, you explicitly ask questions. That's why you were sent here. This is what you do.
I ask corpses questions. We don't ask each other questions in the family. There's a lot of personal jobs going on.
That's fair.
All right.
We probably have some. If it's a noble house, we usually want to tie ourselves in some way.
We could ask him where he was supposed to go after he got the stone.
Yeah, Where will you report back to? It might be the same answer, but it'd still be useful.
It might be. Yeah.
Where were you supposed to go after you found the stone?
Growlhund Villa.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there you go.
we need to find that place. That is
Yeah.
top priority. We got 3 left.
Hmm.
What was the name of the person that hired you?
Yeah. Yeah, let's do that.
What was the name of your employer?
Still Floxin.
Say that name again.
Urstul Floxen.
You spell that?
Urstul
Oh, I have that in my bonds, but I don't remember why.
Floxin.
What is... Do I know them?
Urstul Floxen. Let me
I only have their name. Sometimes
Eustace, I think, mentioned him as like a prominent criminal, I think. I believe that's the case.
Okay. I'm just... Because sometimes I forget to write down details when we're doing, like, a lot of things at once.
Yeah.
I just wrote down Vendarim, for example.
Venturim?
Yeah. I wrote down Vendarim as opposed to Zentarim. This is why I question my notes.
I'm back.
I'm the only one of us that ever gets his notes up on screen so people can fucking scrutinize. You guys are like, I bet they take great notes. With me, it's like, Fields of Triumph, full stop. Stop writing in my notes, Aaron! I'll spell it the way I want it. I'll kill you.
Flying back.
What were the last couple of questions you guys asked that one guy?
We asked.
The Zentering guy, not the other one. I saw that one.
We asked.
Name of their
who he
employer.
was. The name of their employer, which is Urstul Floxen.
Fluxin.
Floxen, right?
Floxen. Floxin.
Oh.
There you go.
He flocks.
We asked where they were supposed to meet up after they took the stone, which was the Grauhund Villa.
Mm-hmm.
And what was the first question we asked again?
It was where he went.
Yeah, which both
would
the
have been
same answer.
Growlhund Villa, 'cause
Growlhund Villa.
Yeah.
that's the only place he could have thought he would go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got 2 left. What should we ask, Spence? What do we got?
What do we got?
Oh! Okay. This is about how many of them there were.
Yeah, we could ask how many of the Zentrim were after this guy.
Do that. I'm gonna space out for a second. Go fetch the proverbial door that the proverbial thing just rang, because it's probably Amazon. You do this. You got this. I'm gonna zone it.
Right. Steps outside for a moment. What was the question? How did you want to word it?
How many Zentrim were trying to get this gnome?
All right. How many Zentarim were trying to chase down this gnome?
There were 3 of us.
3 of them.
Mhm.
Okay. Huh. So then maybe there. What? Interesting. Okay. I thought there were 4 of them.
Shot him from the roof.
Yeah. Okay. Well, could ask the obvious question of like, why did you fucking fireball each other? I don't want to ask anything without Logan here.
They're like, that wasn't part of the plan, dude. I don't know.
It could very well be the gnomes. But
Noting, I will remind you guys that the necklace fell into a rain barrel.
A rain barrel?
Yeah.
Like it would've-
When questioning the kid from earlier, he mentioned he was hiding behind a barrel after the explosion, and that's when the necklace fell in.
like it would have fallen from the roof or something?
It had to have, most likely.
Okay.
Just went flying.
Given that, since you guys have asked the question of like the fireball came from the roof and the necklace also fell,
Yeah.
whoever it was, you know for sure that the fireballer was up top.
Okay. Yeah.
Which means
Fireball came from the
they
roof.
are either miscounting, which I don't know the type of education they've had, so maybe, or potentially the one who fireballed was not part of the Centaur.
Yeah.
True. They could be Xanathar's guild, or they could
But
be.
the gnome thought
Could
it was
ask-
part of the Xantarine.
Could ask who fireballed them.
Yeah. Did you see that happen?
Did you see who fireballed you?
I mean, chances are probably not, but.
Yeah.
Question?
I want to.
Yeah, well, wait for Logan to get here.
I'm back. Did we ask all the questions?
No, I was waiting on the last question to ask you if it's a good one.
What did we
Also,
find out?
I asked if how many Zentarim there are. He says there were 3.
So, if we're understanding this correctly, there's one they didn't know about.
Yeah.
If
the
we-
next question that I was thinking of asking was like asking them who exactly fireballed them.
Yeah, because if they think it's someone else, then it means there was legitimately another person.
Like a third party involved.
Yeah. Okay. Let's ask that.
Okay. Let's do that.
How do you want to word it?
Did you see who well,
Who was it that fired the fireball?
yeah.
If they say I don't know, that means that it confirms our suspicions.
Yeah.
That would be. Let me make sure the name's correct.
A leaf fired the fireball.
It was Kyra.
He points his hand at Baxter. It was him, a prominent necromancer. And Baxter takes a pillow. You should have known to keep your mouth shut. Puts a pillow over the dead man's face.
It's the last question, so it falls over. Like, there, he's dead.
There.
You shouldn't have been looking into this so much.
You two
Tom.
should learn
You
from his
asked the
example.
question.
You'd better keep your mouth shut. The amount of Bax just becomes Renji every now and then.
Yeah.
Who threw the fireball at you?
I did not see, but probably Erstal.
Probably who?
Erstal.
Oh, probably Erstal.
Oh, so he was
Oh,
there.
the guy who hired them.
Oh, goodness. What a twist.
What a twist.
All right, so we need then, and that's the last question, so you can slump back down, dead guy.
He does.
So we need to find out where this Growlhund Villa is and search there and see if we can find connections to Erstil. And I have a feeling I know what general area it's in, all things considered.
Yeah. Definitely.
All
I will
let's maybe
I will say before we
talk
bounce...
about this outside.
All right. I think that, hey, thanks. I think we probably got all the information that we generally need.
You've outlived your usefulness. Break neck.
So now you need to die.
Fireball.
Hey, but actually, thanks a lot. We'd be
Yeah,
pretty in the
thanks.
dark if it weren't for you.
Anything for the family.
So do we just take off and we just if we see each other in the streets, we just don't know each other?
We can know each other. The guard didn't see us.
Gotcha.
All right. Perfect.
We can keep being the guy. We are all collectively the guy. Let's get out of here.
Hey, what's up?
We go.
I'm the guy.
He's the guy.
And
I'm
you
the
go.
guy.
Yeah, you guys leave.
Um,
Quickly, the guard replaces his position a bit after you guys step out. You were saying, I think it's about break?
Yes, and I need
Yes.
to go down and help Carrie with some stuff real quick.
Alrighty.
Have
We'll
fun.
take our break there. Use the bathrooms, get your drinks. Hey, what's
I'ma
up,
do
Chad?
that.
How you doing?
I'll be back.
My name's
I'll be
Mr.
back.
Dragon Heist, and this is Jackass.
We got over 80 people. You got to keep it up, my dudes.
Oh shit.
If there's 80 by the end, then bleach things happen. You'll get bleached. They'll have bleach things. Bleach.
Fucking Torrin and Back's just solving this whole damn mystery.
What? They
we
don't
ain't doing,
understand.
we ain't
though.
doing
We have,
shit.
No,
we need
they
to
don't
step up our
understand.
fucking game.
We have cats.
It's true. We have.
There are cats gonna look for things for us. I mean, all
I mean,
those
they've
things
already
have already
found
been
all
found
the
out.
answers
But,
that we need.
well, no, we don't know where the guy is. Like we know the name of the place. We don't know where it is. So cats could find it. Yeah.
Cyberwolf coming in with a resub, 3 weeks. Huh? Didn't I resub for 2 months? Yeah, it says months. What are you talking about, you big old silly?
What?
Also, if it happened last week, you can use the resub notification anytime during the month after your resub has gone through.
Yeah.
It simply is a way to notify that it's happened, so it can be celebrated.
Yeah.
I've had a month resub go to the next month, like the day after at some points.
Aaron never celebrates his subscriptions to me for any months because Aaron never subscribes to me.
It's true. People keep
But
gifting me subs.
but I subscribe to him, so
It's
you know
true.
we have like a little bit of a imbalance in our relationship. But sometimes it's fine, I guess. I just I just have to cry sometimes.
It's also because I hit him. So you lose one because you always got to go at 7:40 or whatever it is in your time. Wow.
What?
Look at that.
You're a what? Level and Crucible Mage. The fuck's a Crucible Mage?
Dear Ashley, when you're taking the level of
Kids,
Crucible Mage,
I'd like to
guys,
tell you
don't
that the
don't
voices
you guys
in my head
understand
stopped
Dear
one day.
Ashley was
They
canceled?
never did.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
Dear Ashley was canceled for this season. You'll
He's,
have to see if it can come back. I mean,
She's currently being held by the UNT, so she can show up in Tomb.
yeah. I mean,
Kids,
see,
I'd like to tell you that the voices
Dear
in my
Ashley was
head stopped
canceled
one
this
day.
season.
They never did.
Only you guys can bring it back. Only people, only people who want it really bad can bring it back. And if it doesn't come back, that just means you didn't want it enough. I mean, that's what can I say? Okay.
Fucking nerd. Sam for the coming in with a 10-month resub. Mwah. Same with Shadow Devil Dog coming in with 7 months. Hope you guys have fun. And they got Dead Cells recently. Fun game.
Hell
Good
yeah.
stuff. I know Logan really liked it.
It's a fun game.
Tokyo Ghoul fucking opening theme is just Deco's a Leaf the session.
Hmm?
So the Tokyo Ghoul opening is just Deco as a Leaf the session.
She's being very quiet this session, and I'm basically I'm basically like trying to play her very very like quietly, but that doesn't make for very entertaining play, I'm sure.
What are you talking about? Fucking that's my shit.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
Gael
the
in a
entire
nutshell.
the entire
To
time
some
while
degree.
they were like looking for things and like talking to the kid, I was just having a Leaf be very quiet the entire time, even though there was some things I wanted to interject with, and then like, oh, I'll just take the kid home, and then fucking Kyra's like, I'll come too, and I'm like, I want to be alone, bitch. I'm kidding.
I refuse to let you be alone is the thing.
Trying to give
I
this
will
shit
leave you. I will leave you hard.
Gets in a boat and goes to the fucking moon, Shay. Bio's into it.
Miles into it? Hell yeah. See, I don't know how I like you saying you love a Leaf being quiet, because that means you don't like
Shut
hearing
up,
me
you
talk.
insecure bastard. You can't have it both ways. I'll stab you in the urethra.
She has to recover from Torm breaking her heart. I mean, that's never gonna get recovered, because honestly, he's just really abusive. Told her to get out of his life.
Stuck with the Master of Shadows.
Told her to get out. Like, honestly, this is the worst thing anyone's ever done to her.
You don't know
Go fuck
what
yourself.
you got
How about-
till you're done.
I come back to this.
This is the worst thing anyone's ever done to her.
Get to
ever.
be like, oh
be
man,
fair.
I'm so like, people probably don't like that I'm being quiet. People are like, we like that you're being quiet. It's like, people hate it when I'm not quiet. And I'm like, fuck you.
People hate the sound of my
die.
voice.
Hi, nice to meet you. My name is Crippling Insecurity, and regardless of what you say, I'm just gonna Just gonna go to the worst place.
Yeah. Yeah.
Elise doing her
damn it,
best.
Elise.
Hopefully one day she'll recover. She won't unless something changes.
Unless someone claims her as property.
Like Torin.
That
'Cause
will
she can't
never
be fulfilled
happen.
in life.
I guess she's not gonna be doing her best. She'll never recover.
Why would the Dragonborn of anyone consider owning a slave?
I mean, you could just not think about it, like you were doing it, like you basically were doing for like the first half of it.
He didn't know you were a slave! He thought you were just doing a weird bit!
She was being very obvious. I'm just saying, like,
I mean, she
apparently
was.
you're just not very smart.
He just thought you were off your goddamn rocker.
Just calling you master all the time and doing everything you say.
Maybe it's a weird kink.
She's gonna go somewhere and they're gonna be like, "What's wrong, Alif?" And she's like, "Torin did something terrible to me."
Oh God, what did he do?
You slave.
All right, where the fuck Torin at?
Hi, I'm doesn't answer correctly, and I'm high. I'm not asking questions.
That's basically mine and Kyra's interactions.
What?
I don't say things correctly. You don't ask questions.
I'm back.
Let's just go kill Torin.
Welcome back.
Yum yum yum.
Yum yum
Hi,
yum.
I'm
indeed.
back. I'm Mr. Dragon Heist.
Hey, Mr. Dragon Heist.
I'm back and I'm gayer than ever.
What?
Sidera says, "So you're saying Torin would be fine with it if it was a kink?"
It's not what Torin said. You just thought you were a weirdo.
Bio, I just saw your fucking tweets from you watching. Can I just say, Bio, your tweet threads give me life.
Fucking right. Jeez.
Oh, jeez.
I gotta
Southern
look up.
quote: "My kids can
Where
beat
I
up
read-
you." When we fucking my kids will beat up your kids, and they will. My kids are gonna demolish your kids.
Kids are
I
gonna
wouldn't
fucking
get it.
die.
They're gonna stable little
My
freaks.
kids are gonna have javelins.
Kids are gonna get stabbed through the heart.
I'm not gonna kill him. It's gonna get destroyed.
Whoa. Like, whoa, Max.
Don't you fucking do that shit to me.
I'll fucking kill you.
Stab you fucking hard. Oh.
Oh.
Who lives in a pineapple under the sea?
Mr. Dragon Heist.
Mr. Dragon Knight.
That's just who you are now.
Absorbent and yellow and wealthy is he.
Mr. Dragon Heist.
If hunting assassins be what you wish,
Mr. Dragon Heist.
then raise up the dead and ask them 5 questions.
Mr. Dragon Heist.
Mr. Dragon Heist. Mr. Dragon Heist. Mr.
Give kids
Dragon
javelins. No. Backs. Oh, jeez. Your games get me through a lot of boring times at work. I'm glad they can. That's why
Surprised you're working. Are you working from home? I hope you're working from home.
I feel like their
Yeah.
statement implies that it's a general through line.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Okay.
I mean, not to be invasive. You don't tell us what you do, then coolio. But
Okay, good.
I imagine
Right
it must
now,
be
yeah.
some computer related job. Unless you're
I'm glad. Stay
streaming
safe.
us on your phone. Blah, 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 blah.
Stay safe or else.
Yes. Stay
Also
safe.
send kids with javelins after you.
Everybody always says, or else. Nobody
Roll
ever
me,
says, and else.
Yeah, well, wait till we're fully back in it.
Okay.
Samson, go home.
Yeah, go home, Simpson.
You're drunk.
Looks like the rest of my
Go
spring
home,
semester is
same-
going to be entirely online. Yeah, the world's crazy right now. I don't know if... Okay, so not inciting panic or anything, obviously, because we can get through this. We all just need to be cautious. The main thing, I don't know if anyone else agrees with me, it's grocery stores that are getting me. Anytime I have to go in a grocery store, I'm like, this is where it's the most real. Like,
Yeah.
oh.
Yeah.
There's no dog food anywhere.
There's no pasta. Like, dry pasta.
Like, there's no
That makes
pasta, there's no dog food, there's no fucking milk.
I went to go find fucking cat litter the other day, and most of it was gone.
Mm-hmm. Heckin'...
Luckily, I got like 2 things of it, and my roommate brought home a big one. So
optimistically, this kind of quarantine should only last like a week to 3 weeks. Like it's not going to be forever.
Logan, what the fuck is that?
What?
Lord Drevin has a Quintus beside him.
What?
What?
Lord Drevin has.
Oh yeah, that's a bit thing. If you give enough bits, then you get certain things beside your name.
Oh, cool.
Have you not? Oh yeah, have you not seen that emote before? It's because we're not a partner, we can't put all of our emotes in. So that's
I
the
didn't
rare.
know they went beside. I didn't know they went beside the name there.
Yeah, the bit ones do.
Hmm.
They added those.
Like,
those are the bit
like, my
badges
bit
that Aaron's been
ones-
talking about.
Because my bit ones are like this. Like mine are just emotes.
Are those the ones you can earn with them? Bit badges
Yeah,
are.
the bit.
Yeah, bit. Those are different, aren't they, Aaron?
There's bit badges and there's bit emotes.
Thank you.
They're-
Yeah, I set up a bunch of bit emotes recently.
Yeah, I have bit badges.
Ah, okay.
Which, depending on how much you've given, yeah, it gives you a badge there beside it. And I've been using them to make use of the emotes that we couldn't put in, which I want to, but we can't unless we make partner. If we
Have you
make
not set up
partner,
any bit
we're
emotes?
suddenly going to get like 1,000 emotes. Like, it's going to be
You can also-
fantastic.
yeah. You can also set up bit emotes now as well, like how Deco
Yeah.
has them.
Mm.
So, like, if someone gets the Quintus one, you could also set the Quintus one to be an emote you unlock, so they could actually use it as a regular emote.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oof.
That's the way to game the system to have the most emotes as in the AFI right now.
Oh, necklace of fireballs. I will see you again someday.
Let's get back into it.
Let's get back into it.
Never! Okay.
I'm a sit. I normally don't sit when we're playing, but just today I'm gonna sit. Heckin' and boof. Hitting my button using my stream deck. We are back in.
Hell yeah, dude.
So we get. I assume that where we come back in with the others.
You guys
You assume we don't do our own thing.
to do.
Well, that's why I'm saying we come back to you because you guys got to do your own thing.
You guys have one more thing to do at the guardhouse. I want both of you to roll me a perception check.
Oh no.
This is for hearing. I don't think-
Good. I'm great at those.
Hey, you're pretty good.
yeah.
Hold on.
My statement turned out to be true and not ironic. As such, was not
Hey!
funny.
Both of you.
Yeah.
As you walk out quite loudly, you hear from inside, I'm telling you, it wasn't a man. It was more like a puppet shaped like a man. A puppet without strings. It was on a rooftop. It hurled something into the crowd that caused the explosion. I saw those halflings burned alive. I saw them.
That is so topical. Torin, you're a cop. You do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna go back in.
That's
Hey,
not from
hey.
the door you exited from. That's from the main
Oh,
entrance.
yeah.
You guys just would have heard that on your
Torin,
way out.
Well, Torin, while you're networking, remember there's certain talking points you gotta hit. Make sure to drop in the Obsidian Halls. And that's about it. Make sure you drop Obsidian Halls. That's the main thing.
All right.
And
Alright, gotcha.
Baxter. They
And
say
also-
my name a lot.
And also that if they use the word Obsidian Halls as a keyword at checkout, they can get 25% off their subscription to NordVPN.
Well, we didn't agree on that. We didn't talk that over.
All right. Well, I guess we'll settle on that later.
We didn't talk that over.
Nord.
Unless.
NordVPN is a protection service within the city that we're partnering with. Nord is the name of the family that runs it, and VPN stands for very person. Nah. a description of who's gonna get into your home? With
I'm just
them
gonna go up
guarding
to
you?
that woman.
Very person? Nah.
She's inside. There's currently guards all over.
Oh, and I can't get in?
You could start walking your way in, but as you would approach, some of the guards would stop you.
Oh,
City Watch business. There's been some murders recently. I'm sure. you've heard.
Force Gray. Show the badge. Show him the badge. Can I talk to that woman?
That's fine and all. Have they deployed Force Grey for this? Because she's in our hands currently. I think this falls under the City Watch's guidelines. I could get my superior if you'd like.
Yeah, I'd like to speak to him. Let me talk to your manager.
Hey, just curious. Because I'm falling behind you. Yo, curious. Are you interrogating that woman or what?
One of the other guards look back as the other one walks off to look for a sergeant. No, she's just giving us her story from what she believes she saw during the event.
All right.
Who are you?
So you're saying that we can't talk to her because we have no business with her, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Hey, lady, would you like to hire us? We're in a group of adventurers. If you got a problem, then we can solve it for you. Just gotta say yes.
No?
Well, we've done all we can. I saw that going differently.
I'll just stay here.
I guess we'll talk to your manager, because we're not getting in that way.
After a bit, you see the familiar face of Seth Cromley, the sergeant that was speaking with you before, come out from the back, looking slightly tired.
Mm.
I didn't expect to see you again so soon. I don't suppose you're here to confess to anything.
No, not to confess or anything.
It's always worth a shot. What can I do for you?
I'd like to try and speak to that woman there. She said something.
I mean, she's definitely
caught
gonna
my ear.
come and follow me.
Yep.
He leads the two of you in. It's not. She'll tell you anyways. She seems to be eager to tell anyone who hears. He says under his breath to you as you walk towards her.
Hmm. All right. Thank you.
Hey, lady, it's us, the
He
aforementioned
sits down
adventure.
next to them.
You
These
made this
are
more difficult for us than it needed to be, lady.
people of interest in the ongoing investigation. But if you'd like to tell them what you've been telling us, I don't see that harming our investigation at all. I don't know what else I can say, but it was some sort of mechanical puppet thing. It threw something in and then disappeared. I took my eyes off it after the explosion.
What do you mean by mechanical puppet? Like
Exactly that. It was about the size of a man, but it seemed to be, I don't know, steel or iron. It didn't move like people do.
Interesting.
What details did you see from it? Enough that you saw that it was a puppet, but did you see any, like, defining features, catch its face?
You live here. Sometimes during a parade that happens in the city called the Day of Wonders, there are automatons that will be deployed during the parade to do things like throw confetti and operate effectively floats.
Oh.
That sounds pretty similar to things like that you'd see. You know, they usually are with the Temple of Gond.
The Temple of what?
The Temple of Gond, G-O-N-D. Since
That's where they come from?
They sponsor the parade, so many of them are generally held there until they're used.
Okay. Interesting. Did it remind you of the automatons that usually walk around on what was it called? The Day of Wonders?
Yes, the Day of Wonders.
Okay. Like the automatons that walk around on the Day of Wonders?
I suppose, yes. I wasn't... something similar, at least.
You know these things.
It wasn't a man in any case.
Doran, you know those things. This sounds familiar to you.
Yeah, they're sort of well, they're automatons that are in charge of. Oh, they're from the Temple of Gorn. What was it
Gond.
again?
The Temple of Gond, also known the Temple to Gond in Waterdeep, is called the House of Inspired Hands.
Yeah, they come from the House of Inspired Hands. The event is put on by them. But
okay,
yeah.
And so the person that we understand to be, the corpse only. He's whispering at this point. The corpse only said that it was probably,
Urstil.
They didn't say that it was definitely, so we can't correlate that Urstil, is or is controlling the puppet, but it seems too related to just give up on that lead.
All right. Do you have any more details that you can share with us, or is that everything you saw?
That's what I caught before the devastation happened.
Did you see where it went?
Why were you watching a roof?
You get out of here. You question her serendipitous observations.
I'm just like random guard dude. Like, what were you doing on the roof?
Get out of here. You fucking don't question it.
She wasn't watching a roof. So by her description, she saw
She
the
apparently
chase
was
happen.
close enough to see like details in the sky in the night.
on the morning.
They're not here. Don't worry about them.
Yes.
We think it's very lucky that you were looking at the roof.
I was watching the chase happen.
You
and
don't
I saw this thing. Listen.
I'm on your
Everyone's making me
side.
feel like I'm talking to ghosts and people who aren't
Did you
here.
see where it went?
Listen.
No.
All right, thank you.
I'm just saying there is nothing wrong
Great
with
police
stargazing.
work, guys. Yeah, great
She's
work.
clearly crazy. We need to get this woman home. You've seen a lot today, man.
All right.
Somewhere a robot with a baseball bat hits a leaf in the shins and runs away.
Alright, fucking. Alright, so we could check the Temple of Gond, but I think that looking for that villa is a more direct
agree.
clue. We should reconnect
Villa?
with the others. What?
I'm assuming you're still there.
Oh.
I thought we had left. Just like zooming out on the room. Oh no, we're still here. We've said too much. We have to kill everybody in the room. I thought the scene had changed.
You
No!
fool!
Look, no, I assumed that we were. I assumed that we were leaving. We have to kill the. Our meeting with the mayor didn't go so well. I think we may have to break into his place and get the key ourselves.
I'm sorry, you'll have to do what in my office?
I thought we were back at the home! Punches him. Run! Chase him!
I'm so sorry for my friend.
You just see Torin like he's like, oh jeez, emptying gasoline on the floor, like ready to burn.
You made me do this. You made me do this.
We're outside. We say these things outside.
Yeah, we're outside.
Already.
I'm sorry, what did you say again, Bax?
The villa is a better lead than the temple.
Right, yeah. I agree. We should meet up with the others first.
Yeah, I agree.
Maybe we could ask someone around here who this Floxing guy is, or even if anyone knows of a Growlhund.
Yeah, digging up more information should be our major priority.
Oh, we can
right
also
now.
talk to Reinar.
Totally, yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
Since the gnome would have known them as well. Could find out more about this stone.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you find out more about the stone?
We said we left!
So, what's your guys' immediate plan of action?
I
Are you
think
meeting
return
up with
back
others,
to the
or
Obsidian
doing something?
Halls and wait for the others,
Yeah.
is what I would say.
Wait for us. What the hell?
Return to you? I don't know. Apparently,
Yes,
listen,
at
I've
this
lost
point-
all sense of reality, okay?
Kyra, look at those eight Xanathar's Guild ruffians over there. Let's take them down.
Oh fuck! It's on.
At this point, you'd be just after midday. You'd return. Kyra and Alif, is there anything you wanted to do before you got back? Otherwise,
I want
we
to
could
fight.
just
I want to
assume
fight
you're
those
there.
8 Xanathar's Guild ruffians.
Do you want to go look for Xanathar's Guild ruffians to fight?
Yes. Got nothing better to do. Anyway, no. We're just.
Yeah. Walking on back.
Alrighty. So you guys would arrive back first, and after about 20 or so minutes, the doors would open by themselves as Torin and Baxter walk back in.
Thanks, Ghost. We should
You guys
name
find
you.
anything?
Yeah, a lot, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I explain everything to you.
Oh shit!
Dedricite.
Damn.
We should fucking go to that villa place then, huh?
So did you have to kill everyone after you mentioned the?
Dedricite. I'm naming the ghost Dedricite.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
From now on, it is Dedricite. I'm writing this down. If anyone does not refer to it as Dedricite, it is a personal slight against me.
Okay.
All right.
You okay with that, Dedricite? Like, throw a mug if you're, like, fine with that.
Nothing happens.
Bax throws a mug.
Kick him behind his back. It's like,
over 5 mugs, man.
Hey, don't fucking break our shit.
Smash.
He's just, like, beside a counter as he's doing this, just hand sweeps a mug without even looking at it, just into the wall, just... Dedricite,
go with it.
come on. Don't be so destructive. Oh.
Well, we had gotten the people that we were talking to potentially look around for that figure, but if you've already figured out
On the way
where to
back,
go.
by the way, yeah, you would have noticed a lot more city animals seem to be just wandering about.
oh.
I love my fucking peeps.
Especially because you guys would have been east of your guys' house at the guardhouse, so there would have been a lot of animals just in the area.
Shit.
They're apparently looking off for that figure, but if you already know where to go, then I suppose that isn't needed.
We do need to find this Growlhound Villa. We don't know exactly where it is, but given where that Zentarim went, we can guess that it's probably to the east of here.
I
Give
can
me-
ask my connections at at Forest Gray if they know anything about that place.
If it's like publicly owned property, then they should know about a villa, right?
Probably, most likely.
Otherwise, it might be some kind of hidden thing, in which case,
We
we just gotta look around for big buildings, basically, I think is what we gotta do.
We can maybe ask some of our neighbors. If it is off in the east here, then it shouldn't be too far away.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
True.
All right. Let's do it.
All right.
Start asking around.
All right, gang.
Split up! We all walk the same way. Awkward!
Ah, crap.
I'm gonna go right. Goes right.
I will
Oh,
go
thanks.
with. I will honestly like fucking. Let's just go back to the tea place and see if they fucking know.
The tea plate?
Go
The
back to
carpentry
the,
place.
Oh, the
bed
bed, the bed now.
Goes
Oh.
Italian at the
Where we
nail.
had tea.
Yeah, the bed
Okay.
nail.
Right. Yeah.
They're like, hey, you know where a villa is?
I'm gonna knock on the door to that place.
To the bent nail?
Mhm.
Yeah. He'll walk over, open it.
Where's the bed?
I grab him by the neck. Where's the Grand Hill Villa?
Where's the bed?
Where's the
now?
Growlhound Villa? Sorry, I said it wrong the first time.
Roll the intimidation.
Can he use strength?
Yeah. if it wants to.
Oh, in that case, then that is not a +1. That's
Add 3 more to that.
Hold on. What is intimidation is normally based on charisma, right? So
Yeah.
yeah. Which
So yeah.
yeah, so 3 more. So it's a
20.
20.
Yeah, that's way better than last time. It's down the road, pretty huge. You can't miss it.
Let's go. All right, thanks. You've been a big help. Man, this good cop bad backs actually works when you know what you're asking. Let's go.
I will
There was
hope
no
to
good
get
cop
more
at all.
information than just down the road from them. I will ask them actual directions, if possible.
Can we go and talk to Reinar?
That's legitimately all we do. Scoping it. Where is it? It's down there. All right, thanks. Bye. We got other people to talk to.
All right.
Nothing else to do here.
If you ask for more specific directions, he'll direct you like either follow Horn Street or Serdoon Street, and it's the largest villa in the area. It's a large estate next to a bunch of other smaller buildings.
Thank you very much.
Do we know where we'd find Reinar? I forgot.
Right. Last time you saw him, he was staying at the at the Yawning Portal. He wasn't there when you guys were there earlier, so he's either out or he might he's
Found
out
somewhere else.
asleep or he's staying somewhere else now.
Fuck.
Ah, shit.
Or he's kidnapped again.
Or he's kidnapped again.
That Raynar.
Goddamn
Fucking
Princess Peach.
kidnapped. Your radar isn't another inn.
Okay. Well, if we don't know where Reinar is, then may as well head to the villa, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah. While Bax and Alif were doing the thing at the Bent Nail, could Kyra have stopped in at Raishal's to ask him about stuff and also buy some things?
Sure. You head on over to Raishal's.
Yeah.
Let me bring up his place.
See if he got that fucking pearl on stock.
Troll Skull Ellie. Hello. Bookworm's treasure.
Hello.
You walk through there's a small dingling of bells as you walk through the front door to his store, and behind the counter, as he normally is Raishal leafing through what looks like a book. It looks like it's a book. It doesn't look like a book. It is.
Yeah, I was gonna say looks like a book. What a suspicious thing to say.
It's
He pulls out a gun.
tablet. Pulls out a gun.
I knew
I
it
charge
would
him
come
with a
to
sword
this.
and murder him.
You know
Pull
that
out my
works.
gun.
Yeah, I know it does.
He looks up. Hello, Kyra.
Hey, Rashal. It's pretty crazy morning.
Yes, I caught a bit of it, but luckily I was a decent ways away from the blast, at least. Guards wouldn't leave for hours.
Yeah, they've been grilling some people pretty hard.
Sucks being the guy who sells spells near a fireball.
Yeah, they've been grilling people pretty hard. They've been really nosy. So what do you know?
I just came by to ask. You wouldn't happen to know anything about Blah Villa, right? I forgot the name.
Mountain Villa?
Yeah.
There's some nobles there. They pop in from time to time. Either for reading, well, their servants come in for the more novel-ish books I have. As for these things, he pats the case next to him. Sometimes they come in for some of these other scrolls and the like.
Okay. And I'm just for the sake of it, she asks where it is. If he knows, he tells her. Like, we already know that information. It's just, yeah. But while I'm here though, do you got any pearls for or specifically for identify?
They're looking for something spell component-y. He pulls open a drawer under his stuff. Roll me a D100. I'm looking to get under a 50.
Under a 50. That's
under a 50.
That's way under a 50.
Yes, I've got one right here.
Ah, cool.
Couple of them. There we go. This should work for identify.
All
Puts it on the
right.
counter.
I will put down the 5 platinum and then 50 of my gold.
Perfect. And is there anything else I can get for you?
Yeah. Do you have a either scroll or in one of your books, alarm by any chance?
Alarm. Let me look around. Not currently. It's a fairly basic spell, though I can get you a scroll of that in a couple of days if you'd like.
That'd be great if you could.
All right, I'll get on that. I'll have. Probably should just make my own for that. Yeah, come back in a day or two, and I'll have something ready for you. It'll be about 25 gold or so.
All right, we'll do.
Yes. Unless you want a scroll, then it'll be a bit more.
Yeah, cheap is probably better.
All right, yeah. See me in a day or so.
Okie doke. 65 gold now. Okay, and she will.
You now
Peace
have
out,
your
officer.
pearl and can cast identify.
Hell yeah. One
Heckin'
might
sweet.
ask the question how I practiced that spell without having the material for it, but
I mean,
you know what?
you're
Whatever.
a wizard, right?
Yeah.
So then it's basically just
You wrote
theory.
down the instructions.
Yeah, you know.
I guess.
You can account for theory, but not have the ability to do it. The more concerning thing is like with sorcerers, they're like, do they just become inherently aware of like, I can cast this spell, but I know that I need a diamond. I just feel it in my bones that I just need to crush a diamond. I need a small trace of bat guano. My heart tells me so.
Okay.
But yeah, heckin' cool. Now we just need
It's a
to...
shame this was the day I had all these scrolls of fireball going on.
They're selling like hotcakes.
I was just into it for some reason. Along with this barrel full of necklaces of fireball.
I'm gonna need that for evidence.
Gonna confiscate this. That's what the guards said. For my wagon load of cloaks of fireball.
Dealing with a lot of fireball around here.
load of bees.
So I assume you rejoin with the others.
Yes.
Real quick, I wanted to go and talk to the Force Grey, my Force Grey guys.
That will take you about an hour or so.
Ah,
If you want
shit.
to do that, because that's in Castle Ward, and you're in North Ward.
I just want to find out who this fucking Urstal Floxen is.
What a mystery. I just want to punch something. That's my mystery.
Nah, I won't do
I have
that.
yet to find the problem I can't solve by suplexing.
That is true.
I'm including math in that.
That is true. The other day, the living room fire went off, and he fixed it by suplexing it.
That's impressive.
Just
So,
took-
we know
took a
that
torch
that we know where the villa is and that nobles live there. I know that I'm not normally the voice of reason, but I feel the need to ask, what are we gonna do? Break in?
That's a good question.
Because,
Yeah.
you know, it feels like once we cross that bridge, there might be
mean-
some repercussions.
I mean, we could say that we're there for an investigation.
It's true.
You know, we're not doing anything illegal.
But what are we investigating?
What's the standing of this Urstal Floxen guy?
We don't
Do
know.
we know that?
Man, we don't know anything
know
about
anything
this
about
guy
him.
except for like
Yeah.
base details.
Mm-hmm.
It was like we know that he was like a noble in the city, right? That got involved in crime and is now a very like shadowy figure.
Oh, did we find out that?
I don't know.
I think
That's,
we know he's a criminal, but we don't know much else. I think.
okay, so he's just like a fucking.
It's a very well-known, manner with people coming and going. We could potentially ask any of the people working
Welcome
there,
to
or
my shed.
even potentially try to get something to do there ourselves.
Yeah.
True.
We could try to get hired there, and then if we do that,
Mm-hmm.
we could search the place. I guess the real question is.
I could potentially get somewhere there.
The question is, which of us is most suited to pretending to be a servant?
Looks over at Kyra. Probably Kyra. I'm kidding.
That's one solution, though.
I can make myself look like a servant.
The longer we wait, though, the colder the trail
I'll
might.
also know that people say a lot of things around me when they really shouldn't.
We can't count on that. We can't count on that to be a fact of life.
All of my life, it's worked. I'm kidding.
The main thing is we currently, the person, the black cloaked figure would still be recovering. If we let that sit too long, they may recover and just go on their way. And once that trail runs cold, then there's not much we can do.
Yeah.
Do we want to maybe scout this place out first?
Can your familiar do that for us?
Yeah, I could turn him into something real small, like a spider, and send him inside if we want to do that.
All right.
A glowing, flaming spider.
He doesn't actually glow. He's just, whenever I can, I try to make him turn into something reddish-orange. That's it. But,
Works
I
for
can
me.
send in Flare.
Sounds good.
See if maybe this stone thing is there. Alright. I will, I guess, begin the casting of Find Familiar and change Flare.
How big is this villa?
How many castings?
Rather
do you have
large,
left?
apparently.
Component-wise?
So,
Yeah.
I mean, I'd probably just go.
I don't know
over
how
Paul's place
effective,
and get
like,
some.
yeah.
A spider walking around the whole villa is going to be.
I mean, I can. It just says a spider, right? So I can make him a spider. I can just make him a spider,
It's true.
tiny one.
He goes in, just here, a spider! Squish.
That is
he'd be sticking to the
absolutely
corners.
Mm-hmm. You have to roll stealth for that spider.
If I don't think I have any of the components on me. I'd probably stop by Fallow's place and grab some.
All right. I'll say for brevity's sake, you head over there. You can mark off use of that. Should have some.
Okay. And now he's a tiny spider boy.
Small spider.
How much time do we want to put into your spider espionage?
Did you ritual
before
cast it, or did you regular cast it for time management?
If we're pressed on time, then I'd probably use a spell slot for it. I only have, yeah, because it's been the same day and I cast Assault this morning, so I guess I'll just do it again. I have one spell slot of each type now, but whatever.
All right, using the spell slot. All right,
Yep.
so I'll take a minute. Oof. Or. Familiar.
And so he was a spider.
So it's 1 hour instead of 1 hour 10 minutes.
Okay.
Do we want to maybe like split up and have like a couple people looking around the area, see if this guy is maybe not there, or
I'd like to inspect the outer elements of this place, see if there are any guards posted at any of the entrances, what the entrances look like.
You make your way to Growlin Villa. The building itself is a fairly large estate with a small side building. They're built quite close together. They may be attached. The building has, I believe, a large fence around it, and you see inside there are guards patrolling around. They don't look like City Watch. They seem to be a privately hired guard.
Do we see any servants or any workers that are there?
Say again?
Do we see any servants or workers that are there?
You're still in midday, so yeah, there'd probably be a gardener you could spot pretty easily. Other than that, you don't see anyone immediately.
Okay.
you said these guys look like they're hired guards, not like city guards, right?
Are you guys trying to remain unseen while investigating the place, or you're just walking around and kind of looking at it?
Just casually, not trying not to draw attention.
Not trying to hide.
The more we try to avoid it, the more suspicious we look.
All right.
Technically true.
And I mean, at some point, we're gonna want to try to find a place to sit down so I can look through his eyes. But
I mean,
yeah,
there's probably a bench around somewhere.
Yeah, could do that.
Trying to blend in general. Everyone make me general stealth checks.
Oof.
If anyone wishes to, you can take a disadvantage to grant advantage to anyone else.
I'll just do flat. Oh, I'm gone.
Oh shit.
Yeah, Baxter has a very chill approach right now. He's sat down. Looks like he belongs.
We meet when the hawk caws twice and the moon hangs in the windowsill.
What? Okay. This is not gonna go well. Yep.
Alright. Just for me to know.
Bax disappears so hard, you guys are like, guys, didn't we have a... Wasn't there a guy with us? What was his name?
No, I don't.
Yeah, what was his name? I don't.
No, I don't think there was anyone with us. Probably. Right?
Max's room is just dusty again. Like all of his talk.
he's stopped existing for a while.
Yeah.
Until he breaks stealth.
This is my curse.
The reality resets itself. But,
alrighty, so you're sitting down and you're gonna go through your familiar's eyes.
might want to find a place that's a little more out of the way to do it, but yeah.
Noting your range is what your range is 100 feet.
1,000 feet.
1,000 feet.
That's what we established before because of the chase the bird thing. So somewhere a little out of the way, within 1,000 feet of it.
And it's 100 feet, not 1,000.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, I thought so. Yeah, because 1,000 feet is, what is that? That's nearly that's what 2/3 of a kilometer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's why you guys had to like run balls deep when you were chasing the last.
Remember, whenever I'm using Glenn to explore places with my familiar, I had to keep moving from room to room to make sure I stayed within 100 feet. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay. So
currently, you guys would be across the street from the main entrance. You'd see a couple of guards. You're about, I'd say, I can just check. I would say you're about, it'd be 10 feet off this, so about 50 feet away right now. So you could get 50 feet into the main yard past the gate. There is some building. There's a window that looks like it might be able to climb through. You're not sure. It's closed currently, but there might be cracks or something. There's the main yard itself. You can see partially into.
I guess I'll send him off towards the window area. See if we can get in that way.
Alrighty. So he's gonna move off. You see Kyra sit down and her eyes glaze over as she seems to no longer be present. And the spider crawls down her.
Start beating up Kyra.
Starts making its way across the street.
Feel things.
Roll me a D100 and get under a 90.
Okay.
Okay. Horse does
Very
not.
much under a 90.
Horse or carriage does not run your spider over as it's since that is a real possibility.
So upsetting if that happened.
I was like, it's 10%, but I had to give it a chance to just die right there. It makes it across. In the movie, this would be very dramatic. It would nearly die a whole bunch. It starts climbing up. It starts climbing up the wall, and it makes it up to a window area. Which roll me investigation.
Investigation. I'm good at that.
Using the spider's perception.
Hell yeah!
It's a natural 20, so we'll run with that. Spooter. Let's find a spooter.
Oh yeah, we gotta roll through his stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that would be a negative. So.
Yeah.
Spooter, it's neutral, so just a flat neutral 20.
Oh, dang.
Hell yeah. Not that that does anything.
It's only
but
a natural 20, not a natural 20. It's anything else, guys. Calm down.
Yeah.
It's a skill check. There's no such thing as natural 20 in skill checks. But it's a 20, so it's still really good. Looking at the door, looking at the window, there's a library on the inside. There are tall bookshelves packed with different sorts of tomes and novels, with wooden ladders mounted on railings, allowing people to access things on the higher shelves. There's a lectern. It looks like there's a tome with a lock on it in a corner nearby. And there are two large padded chairs facing a fireplace, one with what appears to be an animal skin draped over it. I'd say with that level of investigation, we'll say there's a thin crack just big enough that you can kind of wedge your way through.
Squeeze on through with your spider booty.
You feel all squished and squished for a bit. Strange and alien. You've never been crushed as a spider before, but it's a tight fit, and then you come out on the other side, and breathing once again becomes normal.
You immediately get stepped.
I don't think I share its senses. I think I just share its sight.
You see through its senses.
Well, it's sight and hearing.
You have like your own sense of feeling, but you get your eyes, ears, and everything. So
Yeah.
to some degree, you'd know not the most comfortable. You're not feeling it like you would feel it, but there's a vague sense of what's going on.
So yeah, I will. That doesn't look like anyone's in here right now, right?
No one currently. Nope.
Okay, so what is that that book thing about? I guess we'll have to take a closer look at that. I guess
The locked leather-bound book.
Yeah,
All right, you take
it's the only thing of
about
note.
4 or 5 minutes crossing the room, climbing up and upside down and over to get to the book. You are on the book. It's a book.
Okay.
There's no writing or anything on it. There's no title.
Okay.
It seems to well kept. It's nice.
Okay. It seemed interesting, so I thought I'd look at it, but
Yeah.
I guess I'll just make his way out of the room.
You can cast shocking hands on it through your familiar.
I could. If anyone sees him, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
You walk off it. Take another couple minutes to get down. Immediately in the room, there's a small hallway going down that wraps around to what looks like a few doors. There's a double door, and there is a single door.
I wouldn't happen to hear anybody talking, right?
Immediately, there doesn't seem to be any sound happening right now. No.
I guess I'll go to the closest door and see what that's.
Closest door? All right.
Yeah.
The door itself is fairly flush, but you squeeze your way underneath and work your way into a room. There is immediately a large. The flooring is different. There's a large canvas mat sprawled out in the center of the room. There are armchairs coated in what look like velvet, and statues of naked men on several pedestals, with a few more bookshelves neatly arranged around the room, and a desk in one corner that seems to have a bit of dust on it and doesn't look like it is used much as it's there for appearances.
All right. I mean, because I'm guessing every room that I'm going in, I'm having him look around to see if I see anything that is overtly oh, that's a stone of Golor right there.
You don't know what a stone of Gorlo looks like.
Well, anything is stone-like and looks special, I guess.
There are statues of naked men in this room.
I'm looking for anything that Indiana Jones would want to steal.
Basically.
How big is this manor? Because do we need
large.
do we need to start moving Kyra closer to the thing? Because we already crossed the road and everything.
How far are we from the entrance of it?
You know you're at about your range. To go any farther from where you are here, given that you guys are across, would be beyond your range. Even the corner of this room, like to get to the far side, right near. Even if you'd like from the door, your connection was at around its limit, and then you squeezed in and can move closer.
Okay.
So there's effectively a small chunk of the room that's outside of. If your spider goes there, you'll break connection.
Mm-hmm. So we might need to get a little closer. I'm not
gonna
finding
carry
anything.
you over the.
I can pop out of his eyes for a second. If you start carrying me here, it'll look suspicious as hell.
Ah, officer, my genie friend is just totally spent because we had a big day doing genie things.
Why are you telling me that?
You know those genies.
All right. How are you guys wanting to move? There's a road between the two of you that's about let's say 25, 30 feet wide, and then there's a small section of like grass and road in front of the main gate.
I'm sorry. Can you describe it one more time for me?
So you guys are on the opposite side of the road on a bench.
Yes.
In between you and the front gate, there is about 50 feet of distance. It's I think about 45-ish, 50 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So in between you, about I'd say 30 feet of that, 25 feet of that is road, and then there's a small section of like sidewalk and grassway.
So we would have to
before
get
the main
like
gate.
on their sidewalk,
Basically, yeah.
like in their yard to get.
Without standing in the road, yes.
I don't know how much
I
more we're gonna be
don't.
able to see, my dude.
I don't know about that. Yeah.
Bill's trying to wrap around, but again, it depends on exactly what you'd like to do.
We could try to do that. Sneaking around through their backyard might look not great, though.
I guess.
Hmm?
I guess.
I mean, if we want to do that, let's do it. I mean, fuck it.
I mean, I'm not good at sneaking, so.
Yeah.
What do you
I'm
need?
not a sneak boy. Okay.
I mean, I'm down to try
You
sneaking.
get a broadsheet just slowly lowers and Bax is just beside you all.
I heard you need someone good at sneaking.
I got
Yeah.
the same role as you.
Yeah, but he rolled a nat 20.
So it's more special.
Mm-hmm.
Whenever I was saying Nat 20 stuff, all I ever get is there's no Nat 20 just skill checks.
You get that from me. You're arguing with the other players right now. I don't give a fuck. You're both doing exceedingly well compared to these two.
Look, all I want to do is this.
There you go. She doesn't look that.
So,
pitiful.
like, you don't look that pitiful, yeah, so I don't take
Yeah.
note.
Elise looks like she's actually
Oh,
doing a lot
yeah?
better now.
You think that you look pitiful? I look at you with only glare. It's better. It's not as astounding as I would have liked, but it's better.
All right, so the plan is we're trying to try to sneak you into their backyard. Was that the plan? That's right, you're impressed. That one reflects well on me.
That is, if we want to look more through Flare, then that seems like the best idea.
Is it possible for you to turn invisible? Are you like one of them invisible mages?
That's a little outside of my scope for now.
What's the point of you?
You could always still go ask them
Cast
things.
Fireball and you can't go invisible.
Yeah, we could always, ask people things.
Rather than go and
Conduct
break in and potentially get people called on us.
Yeah, I'm more comfortable with the asking questions thing.
If we ask the wrong questions, though, isn't it possible that if they know that we're going to maybe try to pursue anybody in there eventually, then they might hide or leave?
Maybe not ask, like, the privately owned guards, but maybe, like, just the staff.
We could go back to maybe having some of us try to work inside of there.
Well, then we bump
It's a
back into
big
the issue of
place,
if
they
we
might
take,
need
we don't know how
more
long
people.
that would take, or if they're hiring, and if it takes too long,
Yeah.
we will probably lose what we're after.
We want to try to find this guy today if we can.
Yeah.
Alif, you with your passive perception notice just a couple people are looking at you guys.
No, they're
Nearby,
not.
there's like
I'm so
a lady
hidden.
leaning out of the second story of a building. She's just
we should
smoking
probably-
a pipe and staring down at you guys.
We should probably move along, guys, before people think we're loitering.
That's probably a good idea, actually.
People are already watching
Sure.
us.
All right.
What's the plan then?
Reconvene where the roots are upturned, and the smiles are only turned towards those that wish for them.
What? I'ma just go to the. Yeah.
Back home, I guess.
This time he just
Back
falls
home.
on the
What?
ground.
You
and
like trip up. You
falls
trip
on the
over.
ground and
Already
rolls
dead.
away.
Oh, did we make our way over to the manor, or no? We're still where we were.
You haven't done
Yeah, we're
anything
still
yet.
I had to
Okay.
check on something there for a bit, so I lost a little bit of context. So what is why can we not just like get to a place that's closer to the interior? Is there a reason we have to get like within the grounds?
Because my
There's no
range is
reason
only
you have to
100
go
feet.
in the grounds. You can go up to the window. You'd be basically the precipice of the outside, as part of the wall for this compound connects with the window that the spider originally went through.
And you need
could
to
get
do
through it.
that.
You'd just be sitting next to this
You-
estate.
You need
Yeah.
to do that to increase the range at which you can operate your familiar.
Yeah.
I'd say we do it and we risk it.
I mean, that's what Kyra was down for. But,
Yeah, I'm up for that. I think if we get caught, yes, that'll suck. But I feel like any other plan we can come up with involves waiting longer than maybe we have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was
And then
suggesting
fucking Torin can come along and it's like, you
Yeah.
come with me, you two, and then we fucking go home and.
Also-
I mean, what are
I mean,
we
if
worried
you-
about again for them, like, running out? Like, nobody knows that this guy is going there except for us, right?
What? We're
Like,
not
are
worried
we
about someone
this
running
guy's
out. We're
gonna
worried
leave?
about the
No,
person.
we're worried about him like
We're,
recovering.
we're
and
worried
stuff.
about the person we're chasing recovering and then leaving because they probably don't live here. At which point we lose a whole lot of context and any chance to find that person in particular.
So we know that he doesn't live here.
Yeah,
We know-
we know the person he's delivering the thing to lives here. Or no,
we
know
don't
he
know
comes here
that. That's why
sometimes.
him being there is important
Yeah.
because him being here correlates the whole thing with this place.
Right. Yeah.
We don't know what the stone looks like, and we don't know who he is personally, and we don't necessarily know that the person that owns this place is up to anything. So if we lose the only piece of context we have, which is that there is a burn victim that works for the Zentream that fled in here, if he recovers and leaves, which he probably will because he's just an agent, we lose any correlating information that would let us find the other things. Otherwise, we go in here thinking that maybe these people are all involved, and that any stone we find could be the stone in question. We lose a lot of context.
He delivers the thing here, someone else picks it up and delivers it somewhere else or whatever.
It's also
Well, like at that point, we would think that at any point he could have just delivered this and left. At that point, like people can get a lot of help, like magically. At this point, this guy wouldn't want to.
if that's the case,
For
we may
more
as well just
context
leave.
to help you guys see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Here is the villa.
Oh, nice.
You guys currently would be
What is?
right
Oh, it's right
here.
there. Okay. I mean, if with that general perception, the problem is, Deco, that we have nothing to go on, and we may as well give up now.
Well, no, we don't need to give up now because again, we don't know this guy isn't staying here, or we don't really. We just need to find him, find anything about him. So like, if we get closer and we get caught, isn't that more him leaving than him not thinking anybody knows where he's at?
I feel like that involves making a lot of assumptions.
Or making a lot of assumptions thinking he's gonna leave.
We know that he came here. We have no reason to believe that he's staying here.
He might still be here. He might not. He might have left the thing here already. But
Okay, whatever
Okay.
then.
Trading
It doesn't make a lot of sense to
the
me.
assumption that he would leave for the assumption that he might be here later is inherently more risky.
Okay.
I understand that you really want to do this get a job here thing, but
No, it's
Walk
more.
me
I
through-
feel like if we get caught, he's gonna have more of a reason to leave. is what I'm trying to say.
How does that put us any worse off than where we are?
Because he could decide to stay instead of leaving. Like, this could be just where his base is, or he could just be the one either working here or being here. If nobody is, like, getting caught, like, looking for him, he might just stay here.
But he's a Zentrim agent, and these people are not immediately associated with Zentrim, which implies he was hired. Not that he lives here.
Well, he was hired by a certain person, right?
Yeah, by Ursula Fox.
Ursula is the person you assume is he. This is not his. This is the Growlhund estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We have no reason to believe that he lives here either.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
I'm up for continuing to get closer. Like I'm on the borderline of saying we break in is where I am.
In the middle of the day.
Yeah. They fireballed people in the middle of the morning. You think I care about subtlety? I
know Torin's on the side of, like, we should be, asking people questions and stuff, above board.
Yes.
Sort of way to handle it.
I was going to suggest, before we got into that conversation, that if you want to get close to the window and you want to continue operating your familiar, which may or may not be the way to go. The main problem with that is we don't necessarily know what we're looking for. We only have the one piece of information of find the guy with burns. I was going to suggest Bax could, in theory, find the densest population of people surrounding this place, and he could make a scene and draw people's attention to that. Without making it look like he's trying to get in, he could do something like grandstand and make it look like he's promoting himself.
I like that plan a lot better.
At a glance, none of us are directly associated with this. We're just people whose house was beside where it happened to happen. They have no reason to see Bax and be like, oh, he's investigating us. So that's one option.
Your plan is to do that and keep eyes off of Kyra while she's looking through her familiar?
Yeah.
Okay.
I like that plan a lot better.
Okay.
That's a good one. That sounds.
That's an option. If we have any other options, then they're worth running by.
Yeah. I mean, it's been like several hours now since this explosion happened. He ran straight here, probably. So we don't know anything.
The explosion happened around 8 in the morning. It's at least a few hours past noon at this point.
I would say, failing to find anything with your familiar, we should stake out the place, like all be on different street corners and just watch, and if he doesn't leave by tonight, maybe we consider breaking in.
That, you know what? That sounds good to me. I'll
like a
probably
plan.
have to disguise myself so I don't stick out so much, but that works.
Yeah. Past that point, we're reaching into data we have no control over. Like, everything past that point is just unknown and thinking too many steps ahead regarding someone we don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, Bax is going to go, and unless somebody stops him and has a better plan, which he's in no rush, so if you think of another idea, he absolutely would be open to suggestions. But he's going to go and look for, like, the front of this place. Preferably, he's going to go, like, around to the other side where he's in the view of as many guards as possible. And he's just going to pull up, like, a crate, if he can find one nearby, get on it, and give a large speech regarding finding him and his team in the Fields of Triumph in the upcoming future, and that he's the second-place champion, and that everyone should take note and fear that the Fist, the Phandalin champion of Phandalin, has officially entered the city.
So you're going up to the main gate to do this?
I'm not making it look like I'm paying attention to the house as much as I'm just going to make a large disturbance out in front of the house. Within sight of the main gate.
As a platform.
Yeah.
All right.
That way, anyone that's looking around might be more interested in what he's doing and keep their eyes off of Kyra.
Sure. You head over there. There's not a lot to stand on, but you have a general boomingness to your voice, so you start calling out to people as they're passing by. There's a decent amount of foot traffic. A few people stop and start paying attention to you. Roll me a performance check.
All right, here I go. I'm putting that inspiration into this.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We need this to do well. Here, everyone, enjoy my life story. It's okay. It's okay.
It's not
14.
terrible.
Yeah, you have a good couple people start paying attention to
Deco,
you.
did you just give $5?
Huh?
Why does it say Summoner Blue has donated $5?
I did not donate $5.
I was gonna say, what are you doing?
I didn't.
Thank you, whoever that was.
The fuck?
Rest of you, what are you guys up to? Seems like people are beginning to pay attention. Back to starting to draw some attention.
While he's doing that, make our way over to more a place that's sort of closer to the villa, maybe in a more like a shaded place, like more discreet.
There's basically the sidewalks on either side, since there's 3 sides that are basically nothing, and then there's the gardens, but those are fenced off. So you have 3 points you could really go at from the main map. You could either, if you want to be close and be able to search a lot better, obviously being right up against it would be useful. It's also the most visible, but currently Baxter would be, I'll move this one over here and make it a little bit bigger. Baxter would be over here by the main gate.
Doing my do. This also has a side effect of pushing my brand.
There is also a carriage house over here. Like a square one on that.
Where?
Right.
Big purple square.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
Okay.
That wouldn't be a bad place to be.
That's seems to be part of the estate as well.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's what that is. I thought for some reason that was the place. But it makes sense. The bigger place was the manor.
Is there like a wall here?
Right
Like where
there,
that line
no,
is?
not specifically, because that's where the carriage comes in and out.
Gotcha.
There is a big wooden door. I'd say you guys have been scoping the area out for a little bit, so you'd know that. There's a big wooden door that can be opened or closed to let the carriage in or out, which can then probably be locked from the inside.
Are there guards stationed?
There's guards walking around. There's a few inside the yard you can see. A lot of them seem to be just standing about as a slight show of force, but there's only about 2 or 3 right now that you can see.
Okay. All right. Should we head towards the carriage house then?
Sure.
Okay. We try to do that.
I think there's no like nearby alleys or anything to duck into, are there?
You could also say another spot would, if you're looking to not draw attention. Yeah, the carriage house would be a spot, although that is on the property. So if you're spotted there, it's immediately notable. There's also this street here, since it's parallel to the building.
Are there like any benches along those roads?
We'll say sure.
I mean, that'd be all right.
All right. Along this road? Yeah, let's go there then.
Okay. If there's any like small little alley to duck into real quick, I think Kyra's gonna duck into one and cast Disguise Self on herself, just to make her look like a human.
There's no immediate alley around right where you are. You're near a bunch of houses in a main road.
The houses in this place
you
all
could
seem to
take
be tightly packed.
About 5-10 minutes if you wanted to find a side spot.
By the way, may I ask a question?
We don't have that kind of time.
You don't have that kind of time.
May I ask a question?
Yep.
Is this whole section the villa, or is it only this section that's here?
Yeah, it's that section.
Okay, that's good. Then there's a lot less area to...
separated.
Good.
Yeah.
There'd be another wall right around there that would wrap around like all those trees.
Gotcha. Okay.
Okay. Yeah,
All
I guess I'll just stay very visible then. Pop down on a bench and resume.
All right. You are much closer now.
And yeah, Torrid will just sort of stand in front of Kyra, just sort of keeping eyes off of her.
Doody-doody-doo.
Walking by, giving you a look. Oh, yeah, around the corner, you hear Baxter calling out to people like, "Hey, you heard about me?"
Born in the forest surrounding Phandalin, I made my way as a simple woodcutting man until one day the gods sent upon me a test, a guardian of stone, sent to test my strength and endurance and etc. etc. I could do this for like 2 hours if need be.
Kyra.
Yeah.
Jumping back into your scooter.
Yeah.
You sense a snap back into it. You're once again in the room you found yourself in last. The nude men all staring down at you.
They've suddenly looked to it.
All their heads
We're
have
gonna need more
moved for some
details on
reason.
those statues, Aaron.
They're all very naked and in quite explicit poses.
Okay. Could you explain how explicit?
Think like the statue of David or any of those big Greek statues with bigger penises.
With bigger wangs?
Bigger
oh my
wangs.
god. Go into detail of how big these wangs are. Describe the wangs.
I would, but Twitch would get mad at us.
Would they? We once had a conversation about the group's penis size in the hot springs. So, Aaron, I don't know. I think we could risk it. Describe the wangs.
These statues are all about the size of, like...
However, in the interest of time, don't describe the wangs. Carrie's not here, so no one's gonna force you.
Yeah. What makes you think I won't?
But yeah, I guess there's really not much of like amazing note in this room. You said the desk was dusty. No one's really using it. It seems so.
Interesting.
Yeah. So I guess I'll keep going into the rooms until I find like a person. I guess.
All right. You exit the room you're in and immediately turn to the double doors.
He is stealthing, by the way.
All right. Roll me spooter stealth. Let me get a spooter again.
I remember that was a thing that I forgot to mention for the last time I did this.
Spooter spider. Spooter spider does whatever a spooter spider. Can he spider?
Can he
He's
spider?
a spooter. Yes, he can. Spooter spider spider. He's a spooter.
Oh, he has a +4 to his stealth.
Spy.
Hell yeah.
I'm guessing I
makes
can
sense,
I
it's
or can I
tiny.
not use my inspiration on him?
Sure, if you want
Sure.
to. Inspiration is metaphysical. It's not
Yeah.
tied to your character.
Are you
Okay,
making
doke.
the roll?
As
Inspiration.
long as it involves you, yeah.
Okie doke, then that's what I'm doing. Oh.
He's a big hairy spider.
Is he big? I tried to make him as
You
small
ever
as I
seen-
could.
Like he's he's not like a giant spider, but he's still a big fur spider.
Imagine he's like walking along the ground, and as he does, you hear a squeak, and he like lifts up one of his legs and slowly puts it back down. As soon as he does, the wood squeaks again. He lifts
Have
it
you
back down.
ever seen a spider like run to the point where it was audible? Its feet moving?
Yes.
That
Oh no, that's horrible.
I fucking hate that shit so much.
I have never seen that. I've never heard a spider make a noise.
It is.
It's terrifying.
I would not have attempted this initially if I had known that, but here we are.
Well, fucking get over
it. Galumps its way through the hallway
Oh no.
and under the next door.
I feel worse than when I wasn't stealthing.
You you climb under the door, and as you enter the room, you immediately notice 1, 2, 3 these 5 things.
He's moving along, making the sound that a Gmod model makes when it's partially clipping through a wall.
You note a large fireplace made of black marble. It has a framed portrait above it with what you assume to be the Lord and Lady and some children, along with a dog. There are tapestries and cabinets lining the walls, filled with dishes, silverware, candlesticks, and the like. There are 2 iron chandeliers hung from the what looks like some dark wood ceiling above you, and a long dining table carved from like a red wood. The chairs surrounding it are particularly tall and elaborate, with one exquisite one at each end. And you notice the floor is strewn with bodies. As you see two men holding maces standing over these corpses. And you, as you enter the room, make me a perception check.
Okay.
Spider perception.
Oh, he's
Spood reception?
What would that be? It would just be like a wisdom.
Yeah, just make a wisdom check.
Does whatever a bomb.
Oh, Flair, you're not having a good day.
Jeez.
You hear a couple thumps coming from upstairs. You can generally conclude it's probably more violence, given what you're looking at, but you're not 100%.
She is quietly, as she can, describing this to Torin and Alif.
One of the two men with maces looks over behind him and stares at the spider. He's like, "The fuck is that?" And he starts walking over towards it.
Flair runs away.
It's a spider, you idiot. Throws the mace.
The other guard.
As soon as Flair is out of
It's a
out of
spider,
eyesight
Frank.
of him, I'm gonna poof him away.
What, you ain't never seen a spider before?
As soon as it's out of eyesight.
Yeah.
All right. There's the door you came through, which you just peeked through when they noticed. Are you going back through the door? There's also
he's running away.
All right. So you're just darting behind the door.
Yeah, he's just gonna run anyway that it won't be immediately visible to them.
You could go back through the door, and you would have the door between the two of you.
Okie doke.
They could just open it.
Yeah, I gotta run to another room.
Again,
or something, I don't know.
Just imagine the spider, just when the others notice it, it's just totally still on the floor, just its four front legs just go up like, ah! And then it just turns around and runs.
All right. Yeah, you run. You leave Flair's perception.
The most obviously intelligent spider in the world.
Yeah, it's also a spider just sitting there staring at you.
Hey man, they do that though. Spiders just hang out on walls for hours and just look at you like, are you leaving?
Yeah, pretty much. Look, I'm not gonna go. You're not gonna go. I think we can make this work.
Can you leave the room? I wanna spin the web.
This is my domain.
So, she saw that there were a bunch of just dead bodies all over the floor.
Yes.
Did the bodies by chance resemble the people I saw in the picture?
You couldn't tell at a glance, but they were definitely corpses. There didn't look like there were any
8
children
eyes.
there.
Are you?
8 times as good as perceiving.
Really good depth perception.
Are we
but-
thinking that this place that they might have like knocked off the people that live here?
That's kind of what it looks like.
Oh,
A guard comes up to the gate behind you. Baxter, he's like, "Excuse me, sir. If you could clear off and find."
Go fan! Oh yes, of course you can have my autograph, but you're gonna have to get me a pen first. Actually, no. Well, I should have one some here. One sec. Just puts a finger up to him. No, I got one. I always come prepared.
Leave, sir.
It's in public. No,
You need a permit for this sort of
puts
thing.
hand on
the
shoulder.
market just-
I'm really not
he's
embarrassed to
behind the
spend
gate.
time in public with fans. It's really no big deal. Hey, did you see the gladiatorial match I was in?
Sir, I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. And he puts one hand on the short sword next to his waist.
So you say I need a permit to do this. What is this?
Grandstanding and advertising, whatever it is you do. This is private property. The city has permits for such displays of news or advertisement.
You own the road?
We own this area immediately surrounding the building, yes.
Where does your property line end? I'm sorry if I seem naive. I come from a small town where the concept of owning the individual land is a bit... I mean, it's not something we don't have, but it's like we don't own the road. You kind of just... You build walls, and then within the walls... So you're saying, like, you own out into the streets as well? And he's like drawing out the conversation, just being like, I'm
Yeah.
not sure I follow.
He's like, sir, I just.
Hold on. So if wagons were to go in front of the property, could you tell them that they have to use an entirely different road?
It's just the sidewalk, sir. That is a part of our cutting.
So,
away
wait, no. So what you're saying is, if I'm not on the sidewalk,
I'm
then
content to watch this for the rest.
if you're saying that if I'm not on the sidewalk, then I'm not on your property. Then is that
I
so?
would still be beholden to inform the guards. As this is a citywide thing you need a permit for, but you're also on private property. They're separate.
So you would have to leave and go get the guards.
I would inform one of the other guards around, or I would go myself. Yes.
That I'm in the streets advertising for one of the largest events in the city.
Oh, let's just go.
You seem stressed, sir.
Logan!
I imagine at a certain point we would probably approach.
Hey, I'm not
I don't know,
fucking.
what do you
I'm
guys
not
do?
in charge of cutting away. Okay.
We'd have to. We're gonna leave first, right? We're getting out of.
You
where
guys,
we're at.
Kyra seems to snap out of her sense.
So you
She
saw a
seems to be-
bunch of dead bodies.
Yeah, there's more violence I think happening inside.
Have you pulled me away by this point? Am I with you or am I with the guard? Because I can keep you
you're
distracted.
As
You're
far
still
as I know,
with the
you're
guard.
just
You're at the
back
guard.
and forth with him.
Okay, yeah,
You
this
haven't-
continues then.
Yeah.
All right.
We should probably
I'll
find
go-
back.
I'll go get Bax.
Yeah.
Oh, a citizen who wishes to hear the stories that I so greatly wish to tell. Hello, citizen.
Hi. Are you Baxter?
I am. I am Baxter, the Fandolin champion of Fandolin. Yeah, exactly. That's who I am.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
I was just saying to this guard, hey, have you been to the arena, friend?
Yes.
No.
Yeah, I was there today. Yesterday.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
My guard friend, have you been to the arena before? I will stop grandstanding, I promise. At this point, I just want to talk to you because you don't seem like you have a lot going on today, and frankly, you seem like you could blow off some steam. What if you were honorably invited to attend the arena and watch your favorite competitors go at it?
I'm afraid I'll be working for the next while. But I appreciate the offer, friend.
Oh no, that's ridiculous. Wait, hold on.
The Bad Bax, the Stonebreaker, the Fandolin champion of Fandolin.
Now I'm taking a personal
that
interest in
twice.
this. Listen, so you're saying your boss isn't going to give you the proper time off to go spend time at the arena at one of the biggest events in the city every year?
That's right. Yep. I mean, this is a full-time gig.
We shouldn't have sent a leaf.
All right.
Stonebreaker.
I tell you what. I will personally speak to your boss and see if I can get all of you, including your boss and their family, a trip to the arena. Free tickets in, best seats.
I'm sure they'll be happy to attend.
Well, I need to talk to them.
I'm afraid they're not in at the moment, but I could take a message for you if you'd
They're
like.
not in. No one's here?
They're just us guards.
Okay, when should I expect them back?
Interesting.
You could come back this evening.
sure.
I'm sure they'll be back around dinner probably in 4 or 5 hours.
And so you guys are just guarding the perimeter then? There's a lot of guards.
Making sure people don't steal. This is quite an auspicious estate, and there's many things that local pilferers would like to take.
She's
and
just like
given
poking
that
her fingers together.
the property line is so difficult for many to understand. Some get a little bit closer than maybe.
Okay, I understand the trouble I've caused you. I didn't realize. In that case, yeah, you keep on keeping on. I'll come back and I'll talk to the head of the estate at some point in the near future about it. You keep being you,
right?
dude.
Is there
Yeah,
anything you'd like me
Baxter.
to pass on to the lord or lady? I can have someone take a note.
Oh, just that if I don't come back and catch them, tell them to come to the Obsidian Halls, the Troll Skull Manor. It's really close to here, like really close, like points down the road. If 2 houses weren't in the way, you could see it.
I'll keep it in mind.
All right. Well, you have a good day, sir.
You too.
Sure, you
Turns.
will.
And return back to the group. Hey guys, there's no one home.
There are plenty of people home.
Oh, that's interesting. The guards don't think there's anyone home.
The guards are lying.
No, that's impossible.
No, that's...
There are dead
What?
people in that house.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and the guards. Just for clarification, it was like people in that guard uniform that were like standing over the bodies, right?
The ones inside were not in guard uniform.
So what you're saying is there's some shady stuff going on.
What are they?
The one,
were they wearing?
outside was wearing chain, with a tabard over it that had the insignia of the house on it. The ones inside wearing black leather armor.
Well, either way, there's some terrible people inside, so we should probably investigate that shit.
I'm thinking that since the guards are either lying or generally unaware, lying probably, they're either with the Zentrim and they are impersonating the regular guards, or they're covering for some criminal stuff going on inside. So if we were to, for example, break in, I don't think that
What
they
if we
could...
told them? What if we told them that we were working with?
Force Grey?
No.
No.
No. What if we told them we were working for Erstal Floxen?
That could go one of two ways, couldn't it? If they believe us, they may
Yeah.
let us in, but...
But
There's
if we
violence
don't,
happening right now, getting in
The
quicker would be
necklace.
best, wouldn't it?
The necklace?
Oh my god.
No, hear me out. It was dropped, right? After it was used.
yeah.
What if we claim that we are with the Zentrim, and that, which, that's actually not a lie. We're with the Zentrim, we caught wind of what's going on, and we know that the guards have gotten hold of the evidence, but we know where it is, and we like to discuss the fact that they have something linking them back to here.
Could work. Could work.
How bad did Kyra say the violence was sounding in there?
She couldn't hear the upstairs one very well, but there was two
It
men
sounds-
standing over corpses.
There is violence underway currently.
Oh, we should go in.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
why.
just
that's what
break
I
in.
was
We
saying.
just,
should
we just break
go.
in at this. Oh, it's happening now.
Yes.
Oh, I heard bodies. You didn't mention that they were like. No, let's just
Well,
break
yeah.
in.
Yeah, you didn't mention that.
That's urgent. Fucking someone gets thrown out of a second-story window. Oh no!
Like, if she was telling us that, like as she was seeing it, like that's why Leaf was like, we need to go in.
Are there windows like on the fucking floor
There's
that
a
we're on?
window by the main gate, and at this point, if we're at the possible B&E moment, we got a map.
Oh shit!
Oh. We could also just like go and tell on them, but
That is not fun.
You know,
we
that
are
would
here.
to do that.
Are we here to
I'm
play
just saying,
D&D,
like,
or
it's a
what are we here to do?
it's a possibility we could just go and tell them. They're not going to be able to clean up all those bodies like
That
in time,
sure is
probably.
a thing we could do.
That sounds like a sensible suggestion, he says, ripping the windows off of the frame.
Blasting the door off
At least
its
wasn't
hinges.
suggesting us. I was suggesting.
Yeah.
Like I know what we're doing. We're doing the thing we always do.
Yes, we are. It's correct. Breaking in. Sorry. Did you say that did you mark the windows?
I'm just masking everything so you can see what's what where. There would be. That's the fireplace. Freaking diagonal walls.
Yeah, man. Are you doing? If you're trying to mask stuff, remember you can like hold shift to drag the line.
Yeah.
Like you can draw with it as opposed to just draw lines.
Hold shift to drag you
Oh.
Yeah.
across the
Alright.
ground.
Whenever you're doing mask stuff, if you like, I can't remember. I think it's shift, but if you hold it and you
It's shift.
drag while you're doing it, it lets you like drag the line and like draw the line as opposed to using a shape.
Yeah. And if you hold control, you can remask things.
Yeah.
And if you hold control and shift, you can,
Remask
that.
things with a line.
that you're drawing. It's true. All these things are true, what we're saying.
Yeah.
I will say, depending on how much we're getting into, we went over time a bit ago. I don't mind when we stop. The main thing is we have a preview to get to. Microphone. We have a preview to do. I don't know how much of a thing we're getting into.
This would be a dungeon, in fact.
Oh, all right. Fair enough.
We're only just over time, guys. We have enough time for a dungeon.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
100%.
We do have another, because the first half of the game went a bit long. We do have another 15 minutes on the timer, so whatever. We're good.
All right, let me ring this. It's being a button.
Hey, people in the chat, we've stayed over 80, so even if it were to dip now for some reason, which I assume that it won't, we'll still do the preview.
Everybody dip.
Hell yeah.
Get us down to 60, then we can't have a preview.
All those of you that have waited here to see it, you can leave now. We'll still show it.
Think of the meme, guys.
The meme.
Don't do that,
Memeing
though.
is fucking
Don't-
dangerous because
don't-
it will happen if you meme.
Don't do that, though, because it might affect the average at the end, which may affect our chance for partners. So if you could just go ahead and not do that, that'd be great.
But you can talk about it like you did it, and it'd still be just as good.
That's true.
Yeah. Meme, but also stay here.
Meme responsibly.
I'll take this moment to remind everybody that the first Chat Nat19 is going to be recorded this coming Monday. So if you have any questions to throw into Chat Nat19 for Bubble Monkey and Brad Brederson, then make sure on Twitter to tweet out your question for them or their characters at heckin' hashtag Chat Nat19. So we can record that and then put it up the following Monday. Make sure to do that by this Sunday if you have any questions, because that's when we'll be looking for questions.
Yeah.
This is why I get
Hashtag
Carrie to
Chat
do it. She's better at this.
Don't get your tickets to soccer.
You guys were. Let's get player.
Don't get your tickets to anything.
True.
Stay alive.
Stay home.
Stay home, stay alive, stay healthy. Wash your hands.
You all
Wash your hands
good?
with toilet tape.
Together?
If Farty goes a hype man, I am too chill. I am not a hype man. That all
Sharing
goes into Bax,
and-
and I'm not Bax.
You could be.
Just
next.
imagining
don't know.
a Leaf trying to get Bax to come with her, and she's just like, not wanting to interrupt him.
Yeah, or like we made a mistake by sending a leaf. I was like, no, let this continue.
We sure did make a mistake.
Do the hype thing as Bax. Heckin' I wanna.
All right. Show us the doors.
Entrances
'Cause there's the
into this building.
Entrance. Yeah,
That's
there's the
where
entrance.
Bax was talking to the guard.
Is this
There
a
seems
fence,
to be a
like a
back
gate?
entrance here.
Is this a wall that we're
it's
next to?
a large iron fence.
Okay. How tall is
Gates
it?
in front of it. The gates themselves, they're about, I'd say, 10 feet tall.
I could jump that.
They're quite ornate. The fence itself is surrounded also by a wall that's interspersed in between parts of them. You can see slightly through it into the yard. Where else? Note, guys. You came in through a small window about 10-15 feet up as the spider above this fireplace here, which you would see like a chimney sticking.
I do have a question.
Okay, question away.
And I'm fine if you say no to this, but while Alif and Kyra were walking to the Emerald Enclave place earlier, that was how long of a walk? Like an hour or so?
If you're going to the Emerald Enclave, that's like an hour and a half walk. 'Cause it's
Would
in
that-
it's in the opposite side of the city from you.
Would it have been possible for that to count as a short rest?
I'll give that to you if you guys want to take a short rest.
Sure.
Okay.
If you want to short rest us up.
Plenty of time throughout the day to not really do it hard. You've also been staking this place out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not really going to gain anything from it, but I have nothing against the idea.
Same.
I could get back one wound.
Maybe I'll regenerate my javelins.
There you go.
You just wanted to use your arcane recovery, get some spells
Yes,
back.
yes, very much.
Okay.
You also know, there's this stable door for the carriages. You don't know if it's locked or how it operates, but that would be one mode of it. There's a window there.
Do we have any quick ideas on how to get in?
Oh, no, that is a door. The one that you have pointed to.
The one in the back?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, okay. There was a back door. There's the front entrance, which I probably don't recommend going through.
Charge!
At this point, it's been a little bit. I'm going to make a weapon attack against Flair.
I poofed him away.
You poofed him away? You said you were making him run to where
I
couldn't
was
see
going
him.
to make him run until he was out of sight, and then I poof him away.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was like, otherwise he's just in that room and they're just gonna follow it and kill it.
Yeah. You don't want him to die no more.
All right, what's our immediate plan? Because I have an idea, but if someone else has a better plan, then it's probably better than my plan.
You have 3 obvious entrances.
Mm-hmm.
The guards are out in front of that one, right?
There is a guard there, you know for sure, and you've seen some appear in the grounds at points, but they're
And
never
this is
visible
like
for very long.
this is like a stable.
Yes, it's like a coach house.
And what's
So
the
that door is big enough for like a carriage to go into.
What's the one I am pointing at there?
That is a large wooden door. Seems like maybe a servant entrance.
That seems like
there.
a pretty good place
Let's
to
go through
enter.
there.
That's a good idea. My idea was going to be to walk up to the front guard, say, "Hey, by the way, I found the necklace that was dropped." And if they reacted at all, I'd be like, "Pah! Punch! You're in on it."
Pwah! Punch!
That's the noise I'd make. I would fucking punch them
Said
like
this-
the Green
said
Ranger.
This window was 15 feet up.
Which one? Yeah, there is a small window. It's like just a tiny little, like, basically a pane glass thing that light can go through. And there was a crack in it that the spider could crawl through.
Oh, okay. I get you. I guess we're going in the servants entrance because that's where Bax is going.
That's where. I
Yep,
thought,
yep, yep.
I thought that's what we were doing, but then no one moved.
I was.
Kyra, no.
Oh, shit.
All right, we're here.
Are there any guards around?
Immediately around you, you don't see any guards. You see a couple people. You're definitely catching eyes.
Fuck it, go in.
Yeah, who cares? I go in.
You try the door. It does not open.
I'd lock
What
it.
if I use my wood
Lock
carver's
it.
tools to carve up the door? I'm kidding.
Anyone have thieves' tools?
I got this.
Do you have thieves' tools?
No, but I've got this.
I've got this. Punches it open.
Yeah!
Roll me athletics.
You know what I want.
Tor's like, you're lucky we don't have time.
Yeah.
I don't got this! I don't got this!
Oh, no!
The door buckles for a moment. Doesn't seem to give it all. He just bounces off of it.
Let me try.
I don't got this. Okay, wait, hold on. If your thing doesn't work, I have an idea.
All right.
Can I give aid?
Are you planning on smashing it open, Darn?
Yeah.
Yep. Then you can
right, I will
both
give
kick
it
in together.
Does that give me advantage, or are we just doing separate rolls? Okay, cool. Hiya! 21.
Pretty good.
Follow up again. Leaf and Torn together kick in the bottom of the door. You hear a loud snap as it flies open, and you see a large block of wood that was barring it on the other side fly across the room.
Oh, jeez.
Immediately.
I loosened
you
it for
see-
you.
The inside of a pantry. There's foodstuffs, flowers, and spices around. There are 2 dead bodies on the ground: an older male, human, and a younger male halfling. Their bodies just strewn on the floor.
Weapons out, everyone.
You see a few people.
Oh, yeah,
reacting,
sure.
they're in the street. Someone like ducks into a house.
You're like, weapons out. 2 of us just get our fists ready. And
That's more just for me, I guess.
Fist up, the other one raises her hand with spells. All right.
All 3 of us just raise our hands.
Does Baxter just walk around in his gauntlets, or?
Yes, of course I do.
Okay.
All 3 of us just raise our hands up, and you're like, right.
Sorry.
You hear the music from the sound effects from the Mission Impossible movie trailer as I'm just like putting my hands up.
All right, let's get in here. Looks like they must have come in and killed everybody in the place. But why?
Yeah.
They would have heard us breaking in. There's no use in beating around the bush.
Do we hear any commotion coming through like the walls?
You immediately after kicking the door in, there is a brief bout of silence, but even as you walk in upstairs, you can still hear the sounds of some muffled combat.
Okay. I'm gonna listen through this door specifically.
You listen up to that door.
Yeah.
Roll me perception.
I'm not doing good today. Today's not a good day for Bex.
Yeah, there's nothing of note. You the sounds of upstairs, and there's a few people outside who kind of shouted after hearing a door get smashed. The general commotion of the city, it all kind of blends, and you just can't focus on what might be on the other side.
I want to listen through this door here that I'm standing next to.
All right. Same idea. Perception.
Yep. Ah, nice.
It's not a good day. It's not a good day, man.
Yep.
There's a lot of noise happening, and there was a bit of a panic started after 4 people just smashed a door open, along with the general humdrum of the city. You're by a main road.
Dude, dude.
Yeah.
We're killing all the bad rolls now. Does that mean that Vestige is gonna be good?
I doubt it.
Probably not.
I doubt it, but we'll see.
Because I usually get all the criticals on Thursdays, and that's I'm guessing that's what saps all the bad luck or the good luck from Saturday.
I'm gonna open this door here.
Yeah.
I was
Alrighty.
gonna follow whoever opened the door first because she's
Center
just like, we
him!
gotta go.
As you start pulling the door open, 2 bloody maces swing through from either side at you.
Oh fuck!
It begins.
It begins.
I'll say they have advantage because they were sneaky boys.
They're being hidey
They
boys.
definitely snuck up
next
on me.
one is
With my 8 passive perception.
With your 9 perception.
Yeah.
the first one, you just as like a shower of wood splinters flies over Torin, colliding with you, a leaf, and falling to the ground. As the second one connects with your chest, you suffer. This is crossbow's not raising. Wham! Minimum damage. Fuck. You take 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Maybe I feel bad about you, Master Torin.
Guy clipped me really bad.
Oh man, that's it. Kidding.
So thought,
I have
first
substantially more hit points than anyone else currently, right?
Yes.
Probably.
As we move through the house, I may want to just be in front in general, just to absorb
Probably.
whatever hits us.
I've got a pike too, so like I can just
Everyone roll me initiative. I should have got that before this because this would effectively be them using surprise.
Will do. Yeah.
And
Torin, what is with us today? We've been rolling the same all day.
Alright, he just hits.
Stop copying me.
The second, both out of the way.
I will not stop copying.
So the first one strikes twice at you, hits you the once. The second one hits both times.
Damn it.
Wham! Another 3 damage minimum. Fuck. Wham! I'm fucking
I wish you had that feat that Quintus has so that all these would just be dinging off of you.
Just say, oh, I wish. No. Also, I'm not wearing heavy armor.
I know, but I just wish the situation was the same so you could just be there like, stop it. Stop it, guys. Stop
Hey, stop that.
Alrighty.
What are you doing?
No, wait, I am wearing heavy armor. I could do it. I could take that.
It's a good feat.
So let me reveal
feat,
everything. So that is.
You get it next level you want.
That is them.
Okay.
12. So that one. Surprise ends. Surprise ends. Surprise ends. Surprise ends.
Did they get 2 full rounds of attacks there or what?
No, both have multi-attack.
Okay, so that was each. Oh man, each of
the
them.
first round was them attacking. So
Each
they
has
both have a 12 on initiative.
I'm seeing 1, 2, 3.
Well, they attack for the surprise round, then they attack because they're ahead of us.
I'm seeing 7 attacks is what's confusing me.
Oh, I wasn't rolling with advantage for some of them, so I
okay.
rolled again.
All right.
Yeah, that was just me fucking that up.
Well, here you go, Torin.
Not advantage.
Enjoy more of this.
Yep.
Natural.
Natural 1?
That is, yeah, a natural 1 and then a 21.
Oh, that'll hit.
And here comes the 3. Hey, you got a 4.
Oh!
I mean, you're still taking a lot of damage.
Yeah, it adds up.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just you're not
I mean,
dead
like-
yet, you know? That's the
That's
main
a
thing.
miss. And that's a miss. Dexter. You see
I'm
just
going-
this flurry of maces fly through as you spin around from the door. You see them batter Torin a bit.
Max, get in here.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna get to there. I'm gonna like jump and like rebound off of the frame, hoping you would like duck as I go over you. Land kind of on the other side of them. Spin. I'm not going to hype. You know what I am. I'm gonna hype. So
Alright.
bam, there I go. I hype. Just because I realize I want to take some damage. I just hit there. You might have heard through the windows, but let me introduce myself. I'm the Phandalin champion of Phandalin. Soaring past his opponents, he goes into. I'm two-handing this. Goes for a strike. I was also about to say I was reckless attacking.
That hits?
Never mind. I'm not reckless attacking. I didn't say it before I attacked.
You can't say it.
You can't. You can't hold me to that. Radiant power courses through his fists as he strikes. Jeez, good hit.
One in the face. Yeah, he nearly passes out from the first punch as just this heavy steel gauntlet. Like, your gauntlets are big. Just slams into the side of his head. He impacts with the wall as he leaves a small dent where he slams into it.
Might want to pay attention to me, boys. I'm the real threat.
And that's me, really. That's my.
bad.
I'm good.
Torin.
All right, I'm gonna go after this this wounded one.
I'd like to ask real quick before we proceed, because I'm in the room. Can I see any others in the room?
Here, a lot of corpses. There's no
Okay.
other immediately visible people.
Good to know.
All right, going to use. Although I could do this. I'm gonna go ahead and get him with my pike. Hiya.
Yes.
All right.
Do it though. Absorb all of Vogan's luck before Saturday.
that's the hope. That's me.
Ready?
Oh no!
A leaf.
Fucking love early levels, man.
I will move over here,
All right.
and I will use a bonus action to stand in a certain way that reminds me of perhaps Earth.
Alrighty. Noting the AC bonus won't take effect this turn since you had to use 10 feet of movement to pass through Torin.
thought it was
Oh wait,
15
that's
feet.
15. 5, 10,
Yep.
15. Never mind, you're good.
Yep.
Yep.
And
Add
then
your
I
AC
will,
bonus
then I will
and
do
rock out.
myself some punches.
I made sure to
By
leave
some, I
room
mean
for you to
a
sneak in
punch.
there and do that.
Yeah.
Hiya.
Oh,
I missed a lot.
what the fuck?
It's gonna
Make
be
sure
one
to
of them
enable
fights,
your rune of
boys.
defense. Yeah, you very much missed.
No,
What?
gonna wait.
I think
I'm
they
gonna
have,
wait until
mean?
Saturday.
I think they have a term for this. It's called
I'll put it on.
Nat19.
Oh, I was
Yeah,
just
I was gonna say if it's transitioned from Vestige's curse to Net19's curse.
and I will also I didn't go over 15 feet, so I'll also do this.
Yep.
Nice.
Hell yeah.
All right. Kyra, your turn.
Yeah. She.
Little did you know it's a magic mansion.
Can she see them kind of from here?
I'd say you have an angle. They have probably superior cover here, given that you're going through a person and around a corner.
That's not gonna matter. For
Are
what
we
I'm
on-
doing. Throw a magic missile at him.
Not,
Yeah,
not.
this is actually, are we on wood?
Yeah, I was gonna say, are we on wood in here?
You are standing on wood, yes.
Ah.
I
Okay,
won't
that
cast
wouldn't-
burning
that wouldn't
hands or
take effect then.
firebolt.
Yeah,
But
can't
yeah,
root,
I'm doing a magic missile.
can't root yourself, I guess.
Yeah.
So is
didn't
like
know
the
what we
context for
were
that,
standing on
like
yet.
you like dig your feet into the ground a bit? Like, is that what that is?
The earth like goes out of its way to support Leaf while she's in that stance. Yeah.
Neato.
Tough Bay Fong thinking. It's very Avatar.
Yeah.
Magic Missile in him? Or which one?
I'm gonna magic missile the one that Bax was hitting first.
All right, that's number 1. Go ahead and roll damage because that's how it works. Level 1.
Yeah.
All right.
You get-
It was Thug 1 that he hit, right?
Yep. No, Thug 1 that
I'm
he
right
hit.
here.
And hit. And hit. Oh, jeez.
Wow, he's
3
still up.
bolts of energy dash around your head, Torin, under a leaf, and then they curl up and just all 3 impact him in the chest as he almost gets bounced off the ground for a second. He, we're not playing Nat19, but we nearly are.
Oh, I thought he had like 3 hit
I thought we were
points.
playing that night.
I thought he was like way low, yeah.
He's got 2 left.
Wow.
Oof.
That's Nat 18. That's Nat 18 that you're describing.
He's definitely going to swing at Bax.
Okay,
He's got
come on.
Pack tactics. Yep.
Pack tactics.
What you gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm hyping. You can't deal full damage to me while I'm hyping.
Advantage. And he still misses. And second attack.
He gets thrown off by me shoving an air horn in his face and loudly air horning his face.
He gets 1 hit on Bax, which he does 4 damage, reduced to 2.
Guys, I need to get out of here.
Oh man, I'm almost out.
Next one, same thing.
Yeah,
2
like the
mace
opposite
attacks.
of like it would be a shame to waste a guy,
It's a miss.
where you're just like downing a supreme healing potion after like 2 damage.
Just the fucking protagonist from that one. He's like,
It can heal 10d4 plus 40 hit points, and luckily, I've only taken 2 damage. Gulp. So it got me back up to full.
These guys take a few swings. They can't seem to connect with Bax on the second bat.
I'm too powerful. I'm going to switch to my one-handed attacks, so I can do 1 attack on this guy. I'm going to go ahead and reckless attack. They got pack tactics going anyways. For now. And yeah!
And goodbye. How do you want to do it?
1
Now, he
sec.
might do less than 2 damage. You don't know.
No, he can't.
I have
literally impossible.
I have to do my divine fury on
Yes,
him
and
too.
it's on your
That's
first
to
hit.
waste. Darn. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. Bop! I want to smoke him. I want to, as they hit me and I dodge and weave, I'd like to just take my fists off each other because before I had them together for a joint hit. Crack my fist. Energy runs along it. I bring it up, smoke him in the stomach. Smash him against the wall, let him fall, and I'm gonna turn and go for my bonus action attack on the other boy.
Alrighty.
Get him.
Yeah! That still hits, I assume?
What's
It
with
hits.
all the 9s you're rolling?
I don't know. What's with all the ones we're all rolling? Yeah.
Yeah, right?
Take that. 6 damage.
How about you die?
Alright. Torin.
I'm gonna get him.
Alright.
Hold on.
Simadi's got cover, so let's take. You weren't targeting him, so that worked out. What's his AC? Just find out. Yeah, I think you still hit. Yeah, you still hit.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna put some Divine Smite into this.
It's a good idea.
And where are you?
I like that
There
idea
you
you
are.
had.
Yeah, me too. And die, please. I said die.
You stab into him as a blast of radiant energy pierces through the tip of your spear, and you just see blood explode out of this guy's back. They're struggling to stand.
All right. Surrender now.
Punch.
Surrender now.
You
Surrender
raise a
now.
hand
Damn it.
slowly as a foot slowly comes around. Slow motion across his jaws. It's like, now we're playing Nat19.
Bonus action punch. Okay.
There we go.
I mean, that hits,
Doesn't
right?
that hit?
The cover was still on. Yeah, that hits.
Oh, there you go.
I killed.
Surrender now.
Surrender now. Punch, punch.
It
Okay.
slumps against the wall. There's a thin pool of blood spreading out from behind him.
I feel like they wouldn't surrender.
Surrender!
All right, let's clear initiative.
Yay!
I'm gonna take like half a second. Can I immediately hear any commotion coming from any of the other doors?
Immediately around you, you hear some screeching. You're standing at a dining table.
I think you mean I go through a dining table.
Like a fucking
Some screeching
Skyrim
in this room.
character.
It sounds animalistic. Other than that, you don't hear anything immediately adjacent to you.
I'm going to rush through and open the door.
All right.
I want to. I'm not want to do this before my hype goes away.
Opening the room, it's filled with the heads of different animals mounted on the wall. There's some suits of armor in the corner, bearskin rugs and overstuffed chairs, and there is in the middle of the room, resting on a table in a cage, a falcon with a hood covering its eyes.
Oh shit.
Oh.
It seems to just be squawking.
Well, then that's my one shot. My rage, there's no way to rationalize it not going away by this point.
Punch Torin.
Hulk punch him right now.
Once every 6 seconds.
I'm gonna
Punch the Falcon.
Yeah, man. I'm gonna go. I don't know. What do you guys think we should do? Max doesn't have any idea what to do about that.
About the Falcon?
Seems like maybe a thing to come back to.
Yeah, we come back to that. There's a little more.
There's people probably dying.
Things that matter.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm gonna pump some lay on hands into myself.
Good idea.
All right.
I'm just gonna go check another door.
Yeah.
Oof.
How many wounds do I have? 13? I'm gonna put 10 points of healing into this.
Before, guards start flooding at us.
You opening the door?
Yep.
All right, you open that one. There's immediately a staircase.
Oh, downstairs.
Oh, okay.
There's another one this way. And,
staircase up or down in both cases?
Main staircase going, I believe, both going up. Let me double check.
Okay.
The stairs leading, both lead up. You see slumped against the corner of the room as soon as you open it, a middle-aged female human. Oh, sorry, no, it's not. It's much closer. It's lying down on the stairs.
Oh, yeah.
Dead.
You have a high passive, right? What's your passive, I believe?
15.
You see that on her waist there is a keyring.
Oh, yoink.
All right.
Stairs.
Stairs. Rushing on up the
Before we
stairs.
proceed too much farther.
This is a round where I think we'll call it as you guys rush up the stairs.
Stairs.
Yeah. It's not the most natural of stopping points, but we're like an hour over.
Stairs.
Kyra,
Don't wanna,
back up. There you go.
Okay.
Oof.
If anything,
Hey, guys.
Back should be up front.
I should. I
don't
really
know-
should.
I don't know if you guys know, but stairs.
Okay.
Yes.
Do you mind
Yes, we got it.
Do you mind if I go in front?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
Just
I can
so we know
punch
for next
things
time.
from pretty far away if I have other stance.
Yeah. Just so if anything hits us, I can absorb most of it.
I can punch them from up to 20 feet
Bam!
away.
We're in a dungeon. Aaron, give us experience for what we just did.
You're in a dungeon. You're not gonna get a lot of experience.
But we just punched people.
I don't know what you're talking about. I leveled.
Uh,
I think I'm at I need 65. I need another 3,200 experience to level.
Yeah, we got that today, right?
We need 560.
each
Can we
get
have 560?
50 experience each.
I did it!
Can we have
Can we have
560?
510 more of that?
can we have 510 more of that?
Can we have 3,510 more of that? Actually, Giant Toad, there's a partnership application in the works right now. It's been processing for half a week. I'm waiting for the rejection. Anyways, I guess so. That's where we'll heckin'.
Did we see anything about getting to the top of the stairs, or are we cutting away as we're?
I have
Oh,
keys.
it's as you run up. It's gonna be the freeze frame to be continued.
Do
Guys!
do do do.
Stairs.
We got it, thanks!
We're on the stairs!
So for the sake of getting that preview up, I'm going to get to the credits.
This is the one I edited?
Mm-hmm. It'll be the newest episode.
Alrighty.
How dare, buddy?
How dare, buddy?
Who?
Whose bed have your boots been under?
Credits roll!
I don't know.
Roll. Those.
Oh, I'm at a weird energy level today.
I get that.
Like I'm not
I'm so
tired,
weird.
but I am very like oof. You know?
I understand that.
I think it might just be like the time of year and the atmosphere lately.
It muggy.
Yeah.
I know, like.
Yeah, it's muggy.
Starting to warm up.
I am happy
Thinking
for
my
summer.
room has
I'm happy
been-
for like later days. That'll be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Later days.
Oh, thank you guys.
Later days.
Oh yeah, I've mentioned it before, but it's always good to mention these things multiple times. We've also taken the archive off of sub only. So if anybody wants to watch any streams back, you do not have to be a subscriber because everybody might be looking for a little bit more entertainment in these troubled times. So if you
It's
decide you want to look back at our archives and stuff, then they are there to watch.
Hell yeah.
However, we do
Plenty
still appreciate
of archives
subscriptions.
and old streams and new streams and all those good things.
Yeah.
Campaigns.
And that way you don't have to wait until like half a week later to watch the streams back if you want to.
It says I donated and I did not do that.
You can donate us anything you want, yeah.
It's true.
I don't know which one of you little anyway, thank you for the donation.
Yeah, thank you to everyone that subscribed and donated and such. Why are the YouTube streams so delayed in the first place? Because that's
Did
how
you
we
have to-
schedule
did you
them.
have to get 'em up? Yeah.
It's true.
Heckin' for schedule reasons. All right, we're gonna end the YouTube. So here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna end the YouTube stream, and then I'll explain what's gonna happen with the preview. But so later, YouTube.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Stay safe.
Or else.